The following live stream has been approved for restricted audiences only. It will definitely contain strong language and maybe some adult themes. Almost certainly. Viewer inebriation is advised.
Good evening, happy Friday, and welcome to the last call of 2023. Yep, we're getting ready to leave this one behind and look forward to an election year. What are the chances 2024 is going to be better? Well, whether we are celebrating the good or steeling ourselves for the bad, at least we can come together in fellowship and drink. That's what we'll be doing tonight, looking back on 2023, looking ahead to 2024, and raising a glass together. So let's get this Canarble Wagon rolling. Get comfortable, top off your glasses, and here we go.
Last call is streamed before a live audience.
Va salud. So I guess it's pretty clear what I'm sipping on here.
Dry martini.
Oui, monsieur.
Wait. 3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of quinoa lily. Shake it over ice, and then add a thin slice of lemon peel.
Yes, sir.
Although y'all know I actually make mine a little different. I'm a Bombay Sapphire kind of guy. I prefer gin over vodka. Quinoa lily, they don't make it anymore. So Coca Americano. Instead of lemon, 2 olives. Those are garlic. Oh, not even on camera. Those are garlic olives in there. And if you can, yeah, I can kind of grab a hold of that. Yeah, that doesn't look so good on camera. As Michael French of Retro Blasting would say, don't eat the yellow lightsaber. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And I do mean thank you for being here, especially today, because we are going to look back at 2023, and I'm going to express a little bit of thanks for all of y'all, because you guys are the ones that really make this possible. It allows me to justify a Friday drink and hanging out with you guys online here, and it's something I look forward to every week. So thank you, and we will look forward to what we're going to be doing in 2024. But let us start our gratitudes by bringing in the usual suspects, the bouncer, my lovely wife, Netter of Netter's Network. How you doing, sweetie? And what are you sipping on?
I'm doing really well. I figure it's the last day I can wear my little Santa hat, so
Fair enough.
There it is. And I'm currently drinking water, but you did give me a glass of, what did you say this was? Blueberry brandy?
Blackberry brandy.
Blackberry brandy, in case the stupid coughing fit happens again.
Exactly.
Because for some reason, I haven't coughed like all day. And then just before the stream started, I started coughing. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yep. Well, good. And, of course, we have... and, of course, Netter is, as we always say, she is my enabler. You see, toys like this, over my shoulder, and all these ones over here. That's the new Super 7 Svengoolie, all the Migos above him, and so forth. It's all because of Netter. But she also makes this happen. She makes, well, let's face it, she makes every good thing in my life happen. So that is my gratitude, my biggest gratitude. But another one that I could never do this show without is this old bastard here, Aged Boomer. How you doing? What you sipping on?
I'm doing all right. Just a Coke tonight. This would have been a good night to have something alcoholic, though. I'll admit that. But
well, are you working tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
And I should have had something.
And do you get some time off because of the New Year thing too?
No, it just happened to work out that way that I'm not working this Saturday.
Fair enough. But
Yeah, if I really wanted to, I can go and get a supporter beer from upstairs.
you could get a Sapporo beer. You're not going to be able to hand it through the mic to Aged Boomer, but you could have one.
Boo!
I know. We haven't figured out that technology yet, right? One of these days, maybe they'll come up with like a 3D printer where I put in a beer on this side and it creates, a beer on your
like
side.
in Willy Wonka with the WonkaVision TV.
Yes.
You just put it down
My
and then
TV.
you can pick it back
Yeah,
up
but it
again.
comes out smaller on the other side, and I don't want to send you a little bitty tiny beer. I want you to have a big, full-on,
Okay, then in what's the show? Logan's Run, where
Carousel?
yes, only with booze.
Only with booze. There you go. Fair enough. Awesome. Yes. So good. And Boomer, I mean, between Geeky Geezer, and I'm talking about Geeky Geezers all week. I have my D&D game on Wednesday, and I'm talking about different topics, in geek news, and my attorney's like, "Wow, you really know a lot about this stuff." I said, "Well, I got to research it every week for Geeky Geezers, right?" And I mean. I think the two of us, we're kind of like a dynamic duo, man. I think between your channel and mine, it's been a heck of a year. We'll talk more about that as we go. I want to quickly say hi to everybody who's been patiently waiting here in the what do we call it? The Peanut Gallery? I don't want to steal Cashew Gallery. That's somebody else's, but there you go. Speaking of
Pistachio Gallery.
The studio audience.
I mean, Lupini Bean Gallery? I don't know. Just
Italian.
It is.
Is there an Italian song about a Christmas donkey?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Dominic the Christmas Donkey. Hee-haw, hee-haw, hee-haw.
Yes, because
That's classic.
I was watching Side Scrollers, and one of the ladies on there was starting to sing that song, and then Melanie Mac was kind of clapping to it. It was the funniest
Good. Is Melanie Mac even old enough to know a song like that?
She didn't. It was this other girl on the podcast, but yeah.
Fair enough.
And then there's Leroy the Redneck Reindeer.
Leroy the Redneck Reindeer. That's right. Anyway, let's say hi to, yes, PJ of Orville Nation was first, but I doubt he is still here. It's 4 a.m. where he is. So
he was like 2 hours early.
He probably could not stick around. I understand. But then, of course, David Pensack has joined us. Awesome, great supporter of the channel. I finished off the Panettone. Netter and I split the Panettone that you sent her for Christmas. We've got a couple cookies left.
We have 3 left because you had 3 yesterday. So those
I had
3 are mine.
I had 3 cookies yesterday, and they were in they were shortbread for those of you that are not in on what he sent. They were in the shape of stars, and I'm sitting there with these stars in a little napkin, and I took a book and I slapped myself in the head, and then her looks over at me and I'm like, "Oh look, I see stars." And she just burst out laughing. She's like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, after 31 years, you should know what's wrong with me. I mean, we're crying out loud, right?
We've still got cookies left. We got a bunch of thumbprint cookies that I didn't even realize we had still. You know what those are?
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I know the concept behind them, but if you have a specific...
You put some jam in them, you cook them in the oven.
Oh, yeah, they're kind of like klatchkes.
Or marmalade or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's whatever, yeah.
See, normally I make a bunch of cookies. This year I didn't make any cookies.
We didn't have anyone coming over or anything like that. So. Connie Cleary, welcome. Always see you in the chat. You are on the Waitstaff. You're a blue wrench. Super appreciate you. You are absolutely wonderful. As is Continuum Chronicles, CK. Good to see you, my friend. Great hanging out with you this year, meeting you face to face, hanging out with you and your family for the renewal of your vows. Yeah, Kool-Aid man into the room. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's why I said, "Hey, Continuum Chronicles."
I'm ahead of you. I think I read Logical Spock's comment.
I'm getting there, and of course, deleted scenes. Welcome, my friend. Number one, It's a toss-up. If there was a competition, deleted scenes and Lady Mist, I'm getting to you in just a second, but deleted scenes is not only an awesome Blue Wrench, but he is an awesome Blue Wrench on so many channels. Not to mention all the streams he does all year. You know, hanging out with him, doing the Twin Peaks rewatches this year and commentaries and so forth.
Listen, I'm convinced he doesn't sleep.
He doesn't sleep. He works and he YouTubes and that's it. Maybe Laura Palmer set you up with a little bit of, I don't know. That's the only thing I can figure. But
A little bit of something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, but yeah. And I mean, he's been on here a bunch of times. He's been on Thursday Things with Netters Network. In fact, he's going to be on Thursday Things this next Thursday. So look forward to that. He will be the first guest in the new year for her. And yeah, I mean, a great channel. By the way, all these people I'm mentioning are linked in the description below. All y'all that have Blue Wrenches, you're all linked down below. And make sure you're sharing your links, sharing each other's links. We want to make sure we are supporting each other because as PJ, who I mentioned before, who's probably not here now, but if you're here tomorrow or whenever, PJ, together we grow, right? So there you go. Let's see here. And of course, Evelyn Hampton, let's face it, Evelyn Hampton, we hung out together this year. Finally, we got to do a Feast of Kotlesh at her place this year after a number of years not being able to get together with the Klingons. That was awesome. Also, hanging out with her over on Big Al's channel we finally have now seen Reptilicus because of her. She's been requesting it. She's been recommending it to Netter and me for literally decades. I kid you not. And now we've finally seen it. So
was
thank
it
you.
worth the wait?
It was okay. It was pretty good. It was not bad at all. I mean, it certainly wasn't Ouija Shark bad. And Netter and I got a Ouija Shark 2 watch in the future. Not that we're streaming it, that she and I will watch it. We will watch it and talk about it and joke about it with Big Al, so you don't have to. But, yeah. So, there we go, 2023. And as I was saying, Lady Mist dropping the pretty blue flowers and hearts and so forth. Thank you so much for being here. You are the hostess of the channel because you are the other awesome frontline Blue Wrench, and we thank you so much for all that you do to make this show. And let's face it, so far we've been doing pretty good this year. This, knock on wood, we've done pretty well as far as not having a bunch of trolls in the chat, not having a bunch of we haven't seen computer bots in how long? It's been a long time. It's like YouTube's got their act together in that regard, maybe. So good on us, right? But thank you so much for everything you've done all year, Lady Mist. Jesse Guajardo, awesome supporter in the chat. Hello there, everyone. I hope everyone had a good day. I hope everyone had a great day, a great week, and let's face it now, a great year. And if it wasn't so great, hopefully 2024 will be a bit better. Evelyn is sipping on a Canada Dry Ginger Ale. Oh, I know I've talked about Canada Dry Ginger Ale before. Can't stomach it because I associate it with when I was sick as a kid, so I literally feel nauseated whenever I have ginger ale. But I know a lot of people do like it, so by all means, absolutely enjoy. Matanui goes all the way back to the beginning of the channel. Yep. He's always been here. We super appreciate you. I kind of feel like there's something missing when you're not in the chat. We super appreciate it. Since New Year's is upon us, tonight I am front-loading Jack and Coke. Good man. I'm with you there. Nate of Geek Flag with Nate Knows 1973. Little known fact, in the early James Bond books, he was not particular about his martini at all. That's absolutely true. Although he never said shaken not stirred in the books, because with the floral, well, if you're having anything that's got gin in it, gin is a floral drink. It's basically vodka that's infused with juniper, and because it's such a light flavor, you don't ever want to aerate that. So you don't want to shake it, because if you shake it, you completely lose all of that the flavor of that infusion. They call that bruising the gin. So a real gin drinker would never have it shaken. It would always be stirred and not shaken.
You know, I learned in one of the books that James Bond would add pepper to his vodka. And he did it because
in a martini specifically, or in any vodka.
Just I think straight vodka. I think because when he was stationed, I don't know if he was over. This is during the Cold War. He was like near Soviet territory, and I think they did that to make sure that there was something not wrong with the vodka. I forget if it was like I don't know if it was radiation or something. Maybe it wasn't radiation, but it was something.
Interesting.
And then he just got used to the taste and so he would use it on his own. But yeah, adding pepper to his vodka.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I've Netter's recently gotten me all the books, and I'm eventually going to get through. I got just like I got a long list of movies I want to see. I got a long list of books that I want to go back and read.
They're easy reads. I'll say that they don't waste your time. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. They're that pulp style. Yeah.
The chapters are very short.
Absolutely.
The chapters are very short. I like that in a book. Okay.
Nate's been struggling with his diet this holiday season. Well, join the club, my friend. So tonight I'm having the last of the eggnog. Oh, yeah, we should probably pitch what's left of that eggnog, Netter. I don't think that's going to...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And a salad the size of my head. There you go. Well,
that sounds like something out of that Danny Aiello movie we watched the other week.
Yeah, like 29th Street. Yeah, exactly. Be careful on those salads. Things like cheese and dressing, those things can get lots of protein in there, though. I mean, get some cheese in there. Some cheese is good, okay? Don't cut anything completely out of your diet, okay? You want just some satiation. Fats can be very satiating. So get a little bit of cheese in there, but get a lot of whatever, chicken, slices of lean beef, tuna, whatever your protein is. Get protein in that diet in that salad as well. Absolutely, because you could fill up on that, and there are calories in it, but you could definitely keep your calories managed if you're getting it with a lot of fiber to fill your stomach, and protein to satiate your hungers. Yeah. Let's see. And then, I'm sorry, we're just getting a logical Spock. Hey there. Peace and long life, my friend. So glad to see you here. No, maybe you can call it the cannoli gallery. Well, I don't want to steal that away from the Sasquatches. So, I don't know. I'll have to work that out with them, maybe. Let's see.
The spaghetti gallery.
Now, I'm sure the numbers have changed since then, but he's saying 13 watching and only 6 likes. Hit that like button. Guys, here I am building you up and thanking you all for all the support you've given me this year. Don't leave me hanging now on the last stream of the year.
I got 12 thumbs up showing for you, 17 watching.
And deleted scenes is 100% correct. You're so correct, my friend. He is the shit. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And I'm going to say it because that's why Aurora put that disclaimer at the beginning that there will be adult language tonight. No doubt about it.
Hell
Especially
yeah,
the more of this I have. Oh, let me top this off a little bit. I still haven't even gotten through all the hellos to everybody. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Because that's kind of a little bit what this stream is all about. Orville Nation. Troy is such a nice guy. Your check is in the mail, my friend. I got to pay for my I got to pay for the lies people tell about me. I have heard about using nutritional yeast on popcorn. I am absolutely willing to try that. That actually kind of sounds yummy, to be honest with you. Think it through. Think through. Think about the taste of yeast. Think about, good yeasty bread. Now think about that flavor on your popcorn. I can kind of see that. Yeah. David Pensack is, I appreciate you guys, sharing your thoughts with each other. Here's another one of the of our favored blue wrenches, listed as the Waitstaff down below. Good evening, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Also, no trolls in the comments. Now I have to redouble my efforts. Yeah, okay, well, there you go. Keep an eye on this one, guys. Keep an eye on this one. Absolutely. The characters, the chances of bots are low, but never zero. Absolutely. I'm hoping that, as I become a bigger channel, I hope I become a bigger channel. But if I become a bigger channel, maybe they start targeting me more. So that means you guys might have more work to do. I might have to increase your pay. Of course, you multiply it by 0 and it's still 0, right? But 2023 was bad on my end. I'm glad it's almost gone. Yeah, I'm with you, my friend. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. I know a lot of people struggled this year. I've got... I don't have a lot to complain about, but this week's been a tough one. I'm self-medicating a little bit. But David says, thank you, Troy Pacelli, Age of Boomer, Netters Network, Deleted Scenes, and all the regulars for making Friday of 2023 so enjoyable. That has exactly been the goal. So if that's how you feel, if you feel that's what we've done, then we've what do they call it? Achievement unlocked. Thank you very much for that.
Side quest. Because I want to make you smile. You have on the eBay watch list, and it popped up in my email because I was looking for a Thursday Things guest, which no one has taken me up on. I'm just saying. Star Wars Spirit, Ben Obi-Wan Kenobi, Trilogy Connection, 2004.
Yeah.
He looks kind of silvery.
Yes.
You want that?
Yes, I do. Did they make an offer?
Yep, $8.93.
That's not bad.
Okay, I'll take
cool.
it.
I wish they had done
Does that
one.
mean you're going to smile now?
Pardon me? Oh, absolutely. I really wish. Okay, so what Netter's talking about is she just got me an action figure. I have those of you that follow Star Wars action figures. Power of the Force did these the Force Ghost 3-pack of Yoda, Anakin, and Obi-Wan, and they're like kind of a translucent greenish blue, but a later version of they did a later version of Obi-Wan where he's like he looks more like he looked in the movie, where you can see the color of his robes and his skin and stuff,
but he's silver and shiny. Yeah, exactly like that. There is there's a little diorama that I want to do for the holidays next season, so that's why I wanted to get it. I kind of wish they'd done the same thing with Yoda and Anakin, but they did it with the 6-inch figures, but I'm not interested in 6-inch figures. Those of you that know my toy obsessions know that. And Tim Hayes is a great friend. Love hanging out with you. Love seeing you kind of clean shaven there. You look like a young chappy there, my friend. You're looking good. And I super appreciate you being here. Big supporter of the channel all through 2023. Super appreciate that. Cheddar cheese, tomato, and slices of leftover chicken, and of course lettuce with blue cheese dressing. See, that's where you could run into it. That blue cheese dressing, check those calories. And, look, take it from someone who's lost over 100 pounds. You got to count those calories. Everything that goes in your mouth has a calorie count. Count it. Go online. Figure out what your weight is. find out what your calories per day should be, and always stay under it. You know, always. What's that? You know, what's that bit from Glengarry Glen Ross? Always be closing, always be counting calories. Always be
closing.
And that is really the secret of success. When you see people that have lost a lot of weight, that's what they did. They were just dedicated to counting those calories.
Coffee is for closers.
Coffee is for closers.
No.
You haven't even seen the movie and you know that line. That's awesome.
Actually, I've seen about half of it before I got totally bored out of my mind and had to stop.
No, it's brilliant.
No, it is, and we have to revisit it. You got to be in the right mindset to. It's one of those ones where if you don't come at it the right time, the right way, I
have my own thoughts on many of those scenes.
Garlic powder on your salt, or on your salt, on your popcorn. Absolutely. I like salt, but
never tried on popcorn.
I will not. If I'm going to put garlic, I'm going to put garlic and Parmesan on my popcorn.
Absolutely.
And if I'm going to put salt, it's after I've added my Parmesan, and then I add salt separately because Parmesan can be a little bit salty to begin with. It brings its own salt. Of course, Jedi Bill. Jedi Bill, great channel, huge supporter of all of the channels in our extended family. I feel like Jedi Bill is to Deleted Scenes what Age of Boomer is to me, and vice versa. You know, those dynamic duos.
Jedi Bill.
But absolutely, Jedi Bill is just absolutely good people. He's another one that I super, super appreciate and has encouraged me a great deal in my, at the risk of sounding corny, YouTube journey, you know.
And he does karaoke.
Absolutely, which is always fun. Haven't been there in a very long time. I miss that, but I am not as good with time management as Deleted Scenes is. And you can work with CK offline about getting together. And yes, Tim Hayes, 3.75 all the way, because then you could do the play sets, you could do the vehicles, you could do the big size Rancor. That's why the 6-inch scale Rancor failed, you know.
Connie Claire said parents and I would put mustard and butter in our popcorn.
When you say butter, do you mean like yellow mustard, the condiment, or mustard powder? I bet it's mustard powder. See, and I'm not even through all of my greetings to everybody, and Lady Miss is telling everybody, hey, hit that thumbs up. Thank you so much, everybody.
Because she's amazing that way.
And I've probably missed a lot of comments. Please forgive me, but I hope I haven't missed. I almost did. Final Fantasy Fan 012. I found the TTRPG, something role-playing game. Tabletop role-playing game called Fabula Ultima.
You get a puzzle with your drink.
Yeah, right. And with the FFXIVTT. Final Fantasy 14 is probably what that is. Tabletop role-playing game coming out next month. What's your advice on being the game master of a tabletop role-playing game? This is a great question. And you know, CK, you might want to chime in on this as well. Here's a couple pieces of advice I would give. First, know your rule set. If whatever the rule set is that you're using it, you're the one who needs to know it, because you are the one who is the players are going to say, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? You're going to have to be the one to know that. So they can use the books for reference. You need to at least have read the books cover to cover at least once. That's my first recommendation. Second, know the rules well enough to be able to say, when you don't know a rule, I can fudge it. As a game master, you always have rule 0. Rule 0 is, I don't know, I'm going to make it up right now, to be as fair as possible. And always remember, you are not playing against the players. You are more of a referee. You are there to make sure things are fair and fun.
Do some DMs do that, play against the players?
Yes. Well, I would say immature game masters do that. I saw that a lot when I was younger with a lot of the younger groups. Heard it from some of the players in my group, when they were younger, dealing with stuff like that. And some people never grow up. They feel like, it's their job to play against. Hey, give the monster a chance. No! I mean, if it's the challenge rating is set up, play it the way it's set up. The players need to know that, well, we're out of our league. Running away is a perfectly acceptable option here, but you're not in it to kill the player characters. You have to think more like a writer-director.
Well,
right? You're
not.
Well, think about it. If you went to a movie, right, and you met all the characters, you got to like them, you heard their backstory, they set out on their adventure, they meet a big bad, they get into a fight, and whoosh, they're all wasted. Movie's over in 45 minutes. Well, that's not a lot of fun. That's what you got to think about. You got to think like a writer, director type of thing. What is good for the story? What is good for the adventure? Don't be afraid to kill off characters, but don't make it your primary goal. Maybe we'll have to do a stream talking role-playing games, just role-playing games. I'll plan to do that at some point in 2024. So thanks for bringing that up. That's something to look forward to. Last call to Troy Pacelli. That is the first time I have ever been complimented about time management. It just seems that way. So keep up the illusion if it's not true. Let's see here. The cookies, young kids. What's this? There are now young kids who are getting into Dungeons & Dragons because of Netflix Stranger Things. Yes, which is not the best representation of Dungeons & Dragons lore, but yeah, I guess it's good that it gets them into it, right? Baba Yaga and what else have they mentioned? The Demogorgon and Vecna. Very different from what you see in Stranger Things. Dude, where's my car? Good. Oh, wait, let me back up. Hey, Continuum. Are you a fan of the movie Where's My Car? Or Hey, Dude, Where's My Car? I think. Well, I'll tell you. If he's not, CK doesn't know, CK doesn't know, CK doesn't know. But he should, because it's not a bad movie. Hey, Troy, that was, what was your favorite movie of 2023? I knew someone was going to ask this. Let me think about that. What was your favorite, Age of Boomer, while I'm thinking?
Well, it's funny. I watched this new Steven Spielberg movie on Netflix, and it was called The Adventures of Tintin. Liked it a lot.
Was
and
it
I thought, wow, that was. And I realized, no, this came out in 2011. I never saw it. No, I'm kidding. As far as a new release movie this year went, I don't know. I feel like Boy and the Heron's too fresh, but I'm trying to think what else I've seen. To be fair, I've not seen as many movies as I probably should have. Oh, maybe the Super Mario Brothers movie. That was pleasant. Yeah, I might. I mean, maybe that's... Yeah, I'll go with that one for now. Yeah.
That's fair.
I'll go with that one, yeah.
Netter, how about you? What was your favorite movie this year?
Oh, goodness.
We haven't seen a lot of new movies this year.
My favorite movie this year? Mm-hmm. What's that one we like? Renfield.
There you go.
Renfield actually was really good, and I think that one... Someone correct me if I'm wrong. If that movie came out this year, I think it did.
Yes, in the spring.
I think that counts.
Like, I have no idea. But that's my favorite movie that I watched this year.
Yeah, that was actually a good one. There's still a number of them I haven't seen. Haven't seen that Mario movie, CK. Haven't seen.
You did see the Voice of Freedom.
I did see The Voice of
Yes.
Freedom. That's a hard one to say as my favorite.
Because the subject matter, but it's probably the most important movie of the year.
It's probably the
I'll
most
say that.
important movie of the year. It is, if you're being objective about film quality, possibly the best movie of the year in that regard. But as far as a favorite movie, as far as enjoyment, that's a tough ask. That's a tough topic. But played D&D just a couple of hours ago. Idiot PCs kept rolling 1 and almost killed each other. There is is it? I don't know if it's specifically under Pathfinder or if it's just the Paizo imprint. They put out this deck of they put out a critical hit deck and a critical miss deck. It's worth checking out. It's actually pretty cool to shuffle the deck and then go, okay, critical hit with a slashing weapon, piercing weapon, fist, whatever. All of them are listed on the card. And it's a lot better than just double damage or auto kill or whatever. It makes it more flavorful, more for the DM to keep track of, to be honest with you, because sometimes it's like, maximum damage plus 2 points of bleed every round or something like that, But yeah, a lot of people are saying Mario was their favorite. And the Bosco scenario. Bosco scenario has definitely been a great supporter of the channel, especially the past couple months or so. Been seeing you here a lot. Super appreciate that. So let's go. So I've said hi to everybody that I saw in the chat, but there's a lot of other people that I want to.
Now it's time to say goodbye. Bye.
Yeah, it was a great show. Thanks, everyone. Take care. No, I'm kidding. Don't go if you're not inclined to leave. Let's see. So, Age Boomer, Netter, deleted scenes, and Lady Mist. There you go. Big Al Presents. I'm not sure that I saw Big Al Presents, and he definitely needs a shout out, because Big Al Presents is he's not here every Friday. He's oftentimes in the chat, but he's not on the panel. But every week on Saturday, either Netter and I are over on his channel, or he and I are on Netter's channel for movie rewatches. And he's just become such a great friend. Sent him some Christmas gifts. He sent us stuff. Like friends in real life kind of thing. And honestly, going back to the beginning of the channel, honestly, I feel like there wouldn't even be a channel here, the last call, without Big Al Presents. He was a big inspiration for the channel, I humbly suggest that we be called the Peanut Gallery, but rather not be called the Peanut Gallery, but rather we are your meatballs. Done. I love that. You are all meatballs, and
you're all my precious little meatballs.
And if you don't, that's a spicy meatball. So if you don't like it, blame CK. It's his fault.
I'll say that Italian spicy, I can't handle it. I can handle like Mexican spicy, Italian spicy. That's a different thing altogether. They go hot in Italy. Say that.
Yeah, they can. They don't as often as a lot.
They
of
don't
people
typically,
think.
but yeah, they can on occasion. Like the hot sausage. Yeah, that's.
Oh, the hot sausage. The hot sausage is good, but it's. I know you don't feel this way because you just said it. But I feel hot sausage, that hot is like a flavorful hot, in my opinion.
I've had it in soup. It's better in soup.
Oh, it is.
So when you have it in soup, it's good in soup, because I think you have other things to balance it out. So
it is great in soup. But what I always do is I end up getting mild sausage because she doesn't care for the spicy. And even a lot of my family that loves the spicy as you get older, it doesn't sit as well with you. You got to deal with the
sweet.
stuff.
I like the sweet myself, but that's just me.
So what you do is you get that mild, sweet, whatever you want to call it, and then you add peppers to it. And you add either sweet peppers or you add the hot jardiniere. When I was younger, hot jardiniere Oh, hagiardinaire on an open-faced piece of Italian bread. I'd just sit and eat that as an open-faced sandwich, and I'd sweat. I would just sweat eating that. But now as I get older, I don't know, maybe my digestion doesn't work the way it did, but as much as I enjoy the burn going in, I don't enjoy the burn coming out. Let me just, I know that's TMI, but, alcohol loosens your tongue, so there you go. But anyway, so there are not many Italian restaurants where you live. That is absolutely true. My mom has bemoaned that as well. She, and let's face it, Italian restaurants, I kind of subscribe to the whole Goodfellas thing. What did I miss about the life? When I was a wise guy, you could go into any Italian restaurant and you got the absolute best. When you're on the outs, when you're a regular person, you order pasta marinara, you get egg noodles and ketchup. And that's the way I felt all my life going to Italian restaurants. It was like egg noodles and ketchup. It was not the same as when Grandma made it, But the best Italian restaurant I ever ate is the Italian Village here in Chicago. I don't go into the city anymore, but they are the best Italian restaurant in Chicago. But yeah, there's nothing in your neck of the woods where you're at in Ohio. My mom actually had to drive up to Cleveland just to go to a decent Italian deli to get lunch meats and stuff. And then when she'd be here in Chicago, she'd go to Ganella to get the bread to bring back with her, and then she'd freeze it so she had good Italian bread. But yeah, so there we go. So let me finish off with any waitstaff. I've already said Big Al, Connie Cleary, the Continuum Chronicles, D. Pensack, Disney Sheepherder, who we've got to get back in here to get on Netter's Network for Thursday Things again.
So Disney, how about January 18th? You free? Let me know.
Exactly. Lester San Jose, the Skeptic Tank. He's been on my channel. He's been on Netter's channel. He is awesome. He puts out great content. He's mentioned us in so many of his videos. Super appreciate that. Salud, my friend. And again, these are all the blue wrenches that are just listed below every week that you should all be already subscribed to. Bosco Scenario says, last call with Troy Picelli, lunch meats, prosciutto, Genoa salami, and mortadella. That's the beginnings of a great sandwich, let me tell you.
Notice he said beginning of a great sandwich.
Yeah, because you want some olive oil, you want oregano, you want lettuce,
olives
onions.
on there. You want onions on there.
Absolutely, onions, absolutely.
Notice my Italian accent's coming out, and I'm not even Italian.
Bosco Scenario, I know that I've probably asked this before, so I'm probably repeating myself, so please forgive me, but, alcohol. The Bosco Scenario, the name of your handle or whatever, you taking that from the video game? Just curious about that. What was the inspiration for that? If you don't mind sharing in the chat. And Big Al says, sorry I'm late at last call, was having tummy trouble. Absolutely understood, my friend, but please go back and listen. We were chatting you up earlier. Your ears should have been burning because we were talking about you. Thanking you for all of your support from the beginning of this channel and especially in 2023. I have not yet mentioned Sir Torn Clegane, also a frequent guest of the channel. He is our one of our subject matter experts when it comes to old films, when it comes to Broadway especially. He's good people, and he's also on the social medias where we hang out together, very politically minded, and I've enjoyed chatting with him, but huge supporter of the channel, and I super appreciate him. Some of the big channels that I don't always list, but I talk about all the time. Michael French from Retro Blasting. He was a guest for the holiday special. And over on his channel, he did a Christmas live stream where he did unboxings, and two of his unboxings were from Netter and myself. One was we sent him a copy of the holiday special, obviously because he was on with us for the rewatch of the holiday special, and I've put together this cool little 3-disc, collector's edition type thing that he seemed to really enjoy, and an action figure that he really wanted. You can go check that out on his channel, and I encourage you to at least, especially if you're into toys, get over there and hit the subscribe button. If you like toys, especially vintage toys, if you like Indiana Jones, G.I. Joe, Lara Croft, Kylie Minogue. He's got.
Who doesn't love Kylie Minogue? Come on.
I never really knew who Kylie Minogue was until Doctor Who.
Oh,
that was my first experience with Doctor Who.
She was in.
Go ahead.
She was in Street Fighter, the Street Fighter movie based on Street Fighter 2. She was Cammy in that. Yeah,
and Netter and I had a really, really good friend who passed away a couple of years ago. Big toy fan. Also very gay, and he was real into Kylie Minogue, and I was like, okay, I guess I thought that Kylie Minogue was like big in the gay community, certain artists are, but maybe that's not true. I don't know, maybe she's just big in the toy community and I didn't realize it, but I am Basque, and I was listening to the scenario by the tribe called Quest. Had a few drinks, and that's the Bosco scenario. That's interesting. Would not have thought you got to that. There is there's a video game. It's not called the Bosco scenario. It's called what is it?
I don't know. Crystal Castles?
No, what is it? If anyone knows what I'm talking about, it's a video game. It's very kind of cerebral. You play it. It's a first person game, narrated by a narrator. Who
else would narrate
says, it? Huh?
Well, who else would narrate but a narrator?
But the important point is, it implies that you're supposed to do a certain action, but you have the freedom to do whatever you want. Huh. So if you do something other than what the narrator says, it's very funny. They'll say something like, is what he should have done, but instead he decided to do this, and it resulted in, and then he waits for whatever thing happens, about a collection of Alan Bernert Batman stories a few days ago, and a couple of single issues of Spider-Man at the comic book shop, a half hour out from where I live. Well, that's pretty cool. I've already had that one. Sorry. Probably both. A person can be big in multiple. Yeah, that's absolutely true. There's, I imagine those. What do they call those? Those circles where there's this, where they overlap. Kind of
overlap.
But absolutely. I'm feeling pretty smooth, my friend. Yes, I am. Because I've been sipping through the whole past 52 minutes. Absolutely. It's not exactly like the back rooms, but it's that kind of a thing. So yes, you know what I'm talking about. And if someone knows what... Yes! I'm sorry, that's what it was. It's the Stanley Parable. Why am I associating the Stanley Parable and the Bosco scenario?
Because you're weird.
There's There's a parallel there, I think. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking of was the Stanley Parable. That has nothing to do with the Bosco scenario. So I do find it very interesting now knowing.
I know. I hear Bosco. I think chocolate. Like chocolate milk.
I get you. Mikey Sue's 4. My wife and I finally saw the Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom sequel. Very cool. 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm glad you liked it. You are very much in the minority, my friend, but that is perfectly fine. Look, we are at a point where if you get any enjoyment from a movie, salud, enjoy what you enjoy, because there's so little out there. I gotta say.
How do you think this year was for Hollywood?
That's what it is. It's the adjective noun. Yes, that's exactly where my mind was. I feel like 2023 was a turning around point for the entertainment industry. I feel like they are starting to get the message that their message is not what we want and not what we will consume. So if they want to continue to stay in business, they need to go back to making good stories. I feel like that's what 2023 was. Now, let's face it. Some studios are ahead of the curve on that, and some are very behind. I'm looking at you, Disney. I'm looking at you.
Go yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
Man. Bob might have been in the audience for that talk, but he's certainly not going to be in the. I'm not big enough. I'm not a future ruler of the world wearing a helmet, but yes, absolutely.
I have to say, where is Late Night with the Devil? I've been waiting for that one. The 70s talk show movie where, never mind, we talked about it on Geek Geezers.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Late Night with the Devil had that weird 70s style poster.
Oh, right.
Talk show host.
Yeah.
I guess he's interviewing the devil, and it might actually be the devil. And I want to see it. I want to see a trailer. It's like, oh, it premiered at this film festival, and it was and it's like, that's great. When's it coming out? How many months ago was this? Stop.
I do have to admit I have not yet seen Oppenheimer. I've been very on the fence about it.
I'm going to be watching it tomorrow night, I think. Yeah.
Oh, will you? Okay.
Well, I have access to a copy of it now. We'll see if I have time, but if I will, I might watch it tomorrow.
I should, but I may
you don't have
end
to,
up.
I'm just saying.
If it plays fast and loose with history, I'm gonna be pissed. I really, really am.
You're so angry about Napoleon, aren't you?
Well, I haven't even seen the movie. I've seen enough commentaries on it to know I would not waste my time. But I'll tell you what, I wouldn't waste my time even if it was a good movie, because fuck that director. I'm done with him.
You've had a beef with Ridley Scott for a while with the whole Deckard's a replicant thing. That was another thing you had a problem with, him futzing that around. I don't know.
I still love the movies, so I'm
but in the
version.
theatrical version, that's not even a hint. Do you understand? Yeah. And you said he added that.
And you know how I am with Death of the Author and all that kind of stuff. I get that way with Lucas too sometimes. Salute. I remember Ricardo Montalban says that in Neptune's Daughter, 1949, starring Esther Williams. Let me tell you something. Ricardo Montalban was a damn class act. I respected the hell out of him.
But he sang that "Baby It's Cold Outside" song.
That's my favorite version of it. That's my favorite.
It might be the first
version.
One of the earliest, yeah.
And I have a video up on my channel that samples from that. I do a little bit of a funny little twist on "Baby It's Cold." What did I call it? Like "Baby It's Cold on Hoth" or something like that. You should check that out. But guys, I will get back to the chat in a minute. I want to finish going through my list of people I want to thank for 2023. Tony Roberts at Analog Toys came on the channel this year. we had a great little toy chat, but really I was just blowing smoke up his ass because it was an opportunity for me to hang out with, one of my favorite YouTubers. He's really, really awesome. He's got a great video I literally just watched before I started sipping my drink, where he talks about his favorite toy acquisitions for the year. Definitely worth checking out, especially if you're like an action man and a Star Wars fan. Great stuff. But I'm hoping to get him back maybe for another one. Oh, yeah, and going back to Michael French, definitely going to get him back at some point in 2024 because we've talked about having him on for a stream dedicated to James Bond. And he's definitely a subject matter expert, and I think the three of us would get on famous about that. It would be a real fun talk, I think. Who else? Tom Connors of Midnight's Edge After Dark, Mead Radio, both channels you should definitely be subscribed to. I would say especially Mead Radio. Mead Radio is not a monetized channel, but subscribe to it, and whenever you see him go live, just click it on and listen. It's like listening to some great music, mostly off of soundtracks from some of your favorite geeky movies and TV shows and stuff. Definitely a lot of fun. And you know what? If there's a particular tune you want to hear, hit his link, send him a little tip, and make a request. A lot of fun. But Tom came and hung out with us as we did a watch party of... what do we call it? The Dark Side of Oz, the Wizard of Floyd. I've heard both. Where you sync up Dark Side of the Moon with the Wizard of Oz. That was a lot of fun, and I'm hoping to get him back in 2024 for a straight-on just Pink Floyd watch party. Just if you've never seen Pink Floyd, it's worth it. Being a little bit altered helps with that, but you don't need to be, because you'll feel like you are by the time you're about halfway into that film. It's a little bit of a trip. Culture Casino. Culture Casino is just great people. I told this story when he was on the channel this past year. He's just a good human being. He and Tom were doing karaoke with... I think they were on Latino Slants channel, and they were doing karaoke, and I put in a request for someone, anybody, to sing He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother, because my brother had just passed away. And they were all like, damn, man, we want to do this for you, but we don't know the song. Culture's like, you know what? I'm going to step out for about 20 minutes. I'll be right back.
Cool.
I didn't know why. He just stepped out for a bit, and the stream continued. He came back and he goes, okay, I don't know how good this is going to be, but I just went and listened to that song for 20 minutes, and I'm going to do that song for Troy. And I was in tears the whole damn time. More because of the effort he put in, that's just a great human being.
Yeah.
And he came on the channel, hung out with him here this past year. Look at my back catalog. You'll find these streams. These are various last call live streams that we've done, and I don't remember what we talked about. I remember us talking about getting together again in 2024 after the holidays. I don't remember what we were going to talk about, but definitely want to get him back if I absolutely can. He is just a great human being and a great channel. He is a great supplement. If you like Midnight's Edge, WDW Pro, Valiant Renegade, you need to be subscribed to Culture Casino. He's that level of understanding of the industry and business, and he does the deep dives in a very good way. PJ of Orville Nation, who was here, but I know he can't possibly be here anymore because, like I said, when we started, it was 4 a.m. PJ is probably among the YouTubers he's probably one of my biggest cheerleaders, you know, suggesting, hey, you know, subscribe to Troy Pacelli and so forth, giving me advice behind the scenes on the channel and stuff. Absolutely, absolutely good people. And if you're wondering, Tim, why I'm keeping your comment up, it's just so I keep my place in the chat. That's all. I hope you don't mind. So PJ, because of the schedule he's on, being overseas and so forth, it's very difficult for me to be on his channel and to be on my channel, but he supports me in so many other ways. I super appreciate him. He's who I want to be when I grow up as a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Pops at Pops POPS at Pops on Pop Culture was just on his channel for the year-end wrap-up. He's had me on as a subject matter expert. He's asked me to be a correspondent whenever he would cover some of the conventions like San Diego Comic-Con and so forth. Great chats. Did the Potawatomi Challenge the last time I was on with him. If you don't know what that is, well, get over to his channel and find out what the Potawatomi Challenge is. What crazy, supposedly embarrassing thing, I did on stream. Netter did too.
I did the Potawatomi Challenge as well.
This past year, absolutely.
And I was one of the few people besides Potawatomi and Troy, I think, that wasn't making weird
kind of
faces
relaxed,
and
didn't
stuff.
like you have no.
Yeah, none
I
of
was
that.
a little disappointed, but nothing big. He's a big one, big encourager of me every time I'm feeling like, oh, no growth, and not, just stick with it, man. You're doing fine. Keeps me in the game, And Tom Konkle, the real deal with Tom Konkle, and that's real REEL, as in a film reel. The real deal with Tom Konkle just launched and it's still technically you can still go and contribute to it. The
Island
in the Stars.
Yeah.
It's not a Kickstart. Indiegogo, whatever.
Indiegogo.
Crowdfund for Island in the Stars, a movie I definitely want to see get made. It's you remember Comic Gate? Well, this is Movie Gate. This would be the first movie of the Movie Gate. You should definitely get over there and support it if you haven't already.
Promises old school escapism.
Yeah, and that pulp style sci-fi that we got when Star Wars first came out. You know what I mean? That kind of a thing. So those are some of the channels that I greatly respect that have been huge impacts and encouragement in 2023, and I'm hoping to hang out with some more in 2024. And that's just a small list. There are more. There are definitely more. Please don't feel left out. Pacific 414 and Joker Voice and so many others. Super appreciate all of y'all, but we've just passed the 1 hour mark. I kind of want to start looking ahead to 2024 at this point.
Well,
but let's go ahead. But I'm gonna go ahead and look at a couple more comments here. Go ahead.
I'm just thinking. Part of me thinks the reason a lot of
Wait,
these
did I censor myself at some point?
I don't know. Did you?
I don't know. What the hell's wrong with me?
Anyway,
damn fart.
Okay.
How's that?
Anyway, so the state of Star Wars this year, I guess, what did we get? Mandalorian season 3 and
that was a world of suck.
Ahsoka season 1.
Oh, that was even worse. That was even worse.
What do you think holds for Star Wars next year? Do you think we're going to see any changes at Lucasfilm? Kathleen Kennedy's still going to be there? What do they have planned?
Sadly,
I guess there's another season of Andor, right?
Yeah, they do have another season of Andor. I may have to catch up on this Andor because so many people have suggested it. But I do have to say at this point, I don't give a flying fuck anymore. I don't care about Disney Star Wars at all anymore. I'm sorry. I like the first season and a half of Mandalorian. But I'm sorry, folks. Even even the best besides that has been mediocre. And that's being generous. It really is. And the fact that it's all been behind a paywall, fuck Disney. How do you even consider any of that to be canon?
Well, they did finally release it on Blu-ray, Mandalorian Season 1 and 2.
Did they?
Yes, steelbooks only, but yeah.
That's right. I think I've got a pre-order in on that, and I've never seen it. Never.
Okay, well, supposedly it's come out. It's that and WandaVision.
Oh, fuck WandaVision. I actually did see that, and I was incredibly disappointed. It was one of those things where it holds you to the end because you really think it's building to something, and then you realize it's not. What it actually built to was the opposite of good. And you're like, I am so done with the Marvel Universe now. And honestly, that did it for me. I walked away from the Marvel Universe at that point.
And Jonathan Majors is out as Kang.
Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. Because nobody gave a fuck about Kang. Again, that's another thing. I said this, was it on Netter's Network? Or maybe it was last week. This whole Ms. Marvel thing. If you didn't watch, not Ms. Marvel, The Marvels. Anyone who went to see The Marvels was completely lost if you didn't watch WandaVision, Ms. Marvel, Secret Invasion or Secret War or whatever it was called, and Loki. If you didn't watch those things, you had no fucking clue what was going on. None of it made sense. You had no idea what the story was about. You didn't know who most of the characters were, including main characters. You didn't know who Ms. Marvel was, and you didn't know who Monica Rambeau was. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do fucking homework to follow your movies. I go to see a movie in a shared universe, there better be one or two lines that get me caught up on who these characters are and why I should give a fuck. If you can't manage that, you're a shit writer, and it's a shit movie, and I don't give a fuck.
I guess they're...
I do trust you, deleted scenes, so that's probably what it's going to take to get me to see it.
So they're not going to really be doing much superhero-wise next year. There's going to be Deadpool 3. There's not going to be any other Marvel movies. There's not going to be any DC movies either, right? Because maybe that Joker movie is next year. I don't know. The Joker.
Fuck, they have fucked this reboot so bad. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on. I think Tom Connors put it best. The only person that knows is James Gunn, and he ain't talking.
They did talk up these last few DC movies this year, like The Flash.
Wait, did you know about this?
What?
Honestly, you know what I'm looking forward to? Demolition Man 2.
Heard nothing about it. So
I hadn't even heard. That's amazing.
I thought they were working on a cliffhanger too, but I didn't hear much about that either. But yeah,
I would be up for that. That could be really odd.
No, the Demolition Man 2 should just be they remake Demolition Man, but instead of him going into cryo freeze, they just stick him in a solitary cell. Wakes up now as the old man Stallone, and everything's PC like it wasn't Demolition Man, but it's just the present. It's the
real
now.
world. Right? Have you did we do a rewatch of Demolition Man?
I don't remember. I want to say we did, but yeah, I think we did. It rings a bell.
We may end up having to do it again.
Maybe. But I think we did do it because I remember. I think I made a commentary on how, well, we're picking on the future, but that thing where he blows up and the styrofoam appears all around him, like in the car. I was thinking we're making fun of this.
What happened? 1 minute I'm driving along, next thing I know, my car turns into a cannoli.
I actually argue that was actually good technology. I was making fun of most of the stuff in the movie, but that was actually practical, and that saved his life. Because it was kind of funny while you're watching everything is so stupid in the future, but this one thing I thought, no, that actually makes some sense, and I actually, whoever invented that did their job, even though it was kind of silly looking. It actually, practically speaking, it saved his life.
Oh fuck! I totally Talk about shit from this past year. Rest in peace, Cardinal Sin. That fuck, man. Yeah. And Cardinal Sin's not the only one we lost this year. We lost a lot of great talent this year. And but you know what? I'm going to be real here for a second, folks. That is part of life. You need to understand that, and I've had this conversation with Netter, with pets and stuff like that. You take your pet to the vet, you want to do anything you can, but there comes a point where, you just got to go, we've had this cat for how many years, we can do the surgery, we can do the thing, we can do the whatever, but what is our end goal here? How nobody lives forever. No cat, no pet, no parent, no brother or sister.
Do you remember the Star Trek animated series episode with young Spock and his, I guess his Vulcan dog was
All Our
not
Yesterdays,
doing well?
I believe it was.
His Vulcan dog was not doing well, and they could do stuff to him to keep him alive, and he'd be there, but he would be in pain.
Yes.
And he said, "Do you want to make the Vulcan choice or the human choice?" And he said, "No, put the dog to sleep. That's the Vulcan choice. What's the logical thing, And
but
that's the break.
See, and that's the kind of storyline that you could get even deeper into.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the logical Vulcan way of looking at it, but there's also a human way too.
Sure.
The heart says, I want to keep my pet with me, but the heart also says, what is best for the pet under these circumstances?
Yes.
And unfortunately, we had to go through the same thing with Netter's mom. When what is the expectation when you have a degenerative neurological condition and she's literally slipping away? It becomes a quality of life thing.
That's sad.
I said that, and see, this is something I learned when I was 16. My grandfather, cancer, right? He was riddled with cancer throughout his body, and he was in the hospital on a constant morphine drip. And honestly, everyone in the family agreed he was gone weeks before he actually died.
Wow.
He was hallucinating. He didn't recognize anybody. He didn't nothing. And that's not living anymore, So we had lost Grandpa a long time before. And yes, it's very upsetting when he finally passed, but no one was overly upset because we'd kind of already dealt with having already lost him, But that doesn't help us, as the ones that are left behind. We are still left with a gaping hole, I'm just saying that honestly, and this is something I'm realizing in my 50... How the fuck old am I? 50?
This is 2003.
52, 53?
You were born in 71.
I don't want to do math. I'm drunk.
You're 52. You're about to be 53.
Okay, I'm going to be 53 next week, in 2 weeks. But, you realize that the reality is not only do you got to start thinking about eventually everyone that you know is going to go, eventually you are too. And I hate to sound so negative, but it's just a reality. And maybe knowing it and being aware of it and appreciating every day you have with the people you love, every day you have to live, maximize your life, folks, because you're not getting out of it alive. You're just not, But did you hear the reporter asked Adam Driver what he would he come back to Star Wars?
I saw that interview. I mean, I heard about
the interview. I'm done with Star Wars. Good. Stay he's got more brains than
they say they ruined.
That's for
they
damn
say
sure.
they ruined his character arc. It was supposed to be like an Anakin Sky.
He has said that himself. He is, if he hasn't said it directly, he has definitely implied it. And I get that there's some bitterness there. I get some serious bitterness there.
I think
50th anniversary of DSO.
D Space Nine?
No, DSO, the movie. Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. Gotcha. I did not know about that. Thanks for letting me know, Logical Spot.
We did the Dark Side of the Moon special this year. Remember that? The Wizard of Oz one.
A bunch of other guys got shirtless. I didn't know about that. But that's awesome. Those guys got fucking guts, because I wouldn't want to show my fucking gut. Just saying. Dude, thank you. Ryan Roger Athe. I'm going to have to add him to the links below. Ryan Roger Athe, not only did he make me and Netter, Rising Stars, but his whole channel is about building up other YouTubers. He is awesome people. He's been on my channel many times. Been on his Reality Based at least twice this year. He's good people.
I need to get him on Thursday Things.
Yeah, why don't you reach out to him? That would be good.
Yeah, he does. He also takes suggestions. So if there's a subject you want to hear his opinion on, you can ask him, and he'll usually respond to it at some point.
And honestly, so Tim Hayes says he met Midnight's Edge and Clobbering Times through Retro Blasting. I the other way around. I was a big fan of Retro Blasting, but Clobby actually convinced me to reach out to Michael French and, invite him on the channel. He's like, he's good. I'm like, he's like a huge channel. He's like a full-time YouTuber. He doesn't have time for, some podunk. I think at the time I was like 300-400 subscribers. He's like, no, seriously. And I'm like, I'd love to do that. And honestly, Michael showed up in my chat, and he's like, I'll be there. Just tell me when. And I'm like, holy fuck. And now, I'm sending him gifts for Christmas and stuff. It's a hell of a thing. This is when social media is what it's supposed to be. Being social. Loki's another one. Loki's had me on. He's had Netter on. He is good people as well. Latino Slant.
Hi, Marissa. How you doing?
Marissa
Pays in the chat.
Dr. Marissa Pays. Yes, she was my guest a few weeks ago. Yes, no, I am so behind on the chat. Yes. Definitely check out her book, 8 Ways to Happiness. Check out the stream a couple weeks ago, and then by all means make sure that you, after you check out that stream, link in the description of that video, subscribe to Dr. Marissa Pay. Every morning, Central Time, she's 11 o'clock a.m. You guys do the math yourself for your own time zone. Sorry, guys, but she does the morning drive for California. So I guess she's like, I want to say 9 o'clock her time, 9 a.m. Great channel, great guests on her channel.
It's very, very positive.
Incredibly positive.
If you need positiveness in your life, check out
way
her
more
channel.
Positive than my channel. No politics, none of that. None of that kind of stuff. She's looking to make a true positive impact on your life. Definitely. I guess I should. Where are you guys at? There you go. Tell Troy he's going to miss his future. Yeah. That's exactly right. You're right. It's 20 after the hour. I was planning to start looking forward to. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to count on my blue wrenches, and especially those of you in the here with me, Netter and Agent Boomer. Keep me up to date. Yeah. I was going to say, he's too drunk to remember me. No, I of course remember you.
Okay.
Girl, I hang out with you every day almost. So,
And let me
let's
clear
be
some
fair
up.
here.
Marissa, I should let you know that his being quote unquote drunk is a shtick.
Shh! Don't give it away on stream. Don't give it away on stream. Yeah,
He has one drink.
I do
maybe
the
two
Dean
on
Martin thing, but
Yeah.
don't tell anybody.
He has one or two drinks on Friday, and that's
Let's
the
just
rest
keep
of
it
the time-
between the 18 of us, okay?
Yeah, he's the rest of the time he's drinking soda or water or something like that. So.
9 Pacific time, right after NBC News. Yeah, she always has to say that right after NBC News, because if you tune in at exactly 9 o'clock, you're like, where's Dr. Marissa? Well, just wait, because her radio station is playing
She's
all
down
the news
under while we are up over.
Oh, that's funny.
So she is in Australia. She's down by Tony Roberts down there, Analog Toys.
Can I, Dr. Marissa Pay, if I might be so bold as to ask this question, does NCIS Sydney air in Australia?
That might be a better question to pose to Tony. I mean, she's probably not down there on a holiday
I'm just
watching
wondering,
NCIS.
But it's
Just saying.
NCIS Sydney.
Well, you are up and over. I never thought of it that way. Thank you, Dr. Marissa. Absolutely. Finally had time to join. Oh, so you're sitting on the... Oh, yeah, because you're like halfway around the world. It's probably like midday over there. You're catching some rays. You're gonna come back all tan and looking good. I'm looking forward to hearing about your time away. I hope you're really, really enjoying yourself. I'll see you in the new year. I feel like I did when I found out that wrestling was fake. Look, guys, it's a guess. It's a guess when I'm drinking a soda and you think I'm drinking booze, and I think there's sometimes that I'm probably well into it. When the stream ends and I'm talking to everybody in the green room and you guys are all going, "You're still live. You're still live." Okay.
You
So
did
I'm
that
still
once.
live.
That was funny.
That was pretty funny. That was last week.
Yeah, and I only figured
Yeah,
out
it's
because-
tomorrow there. Yeah, exactly.
Because I still had YouTube open, so I went to the YouTube tab to shut it down, and I just see all these comments. You're still live. You're still live. We can hear you.
And Netter's like, Troy, you're still alive. And I'm like, okay. It's not like, I got up and, took off my shirt or something. It's like, nobody cares. I didn't say anything, weird or anything. But,
Not yet.
and I'm shut down. No more YouTube. Follow me on Rumble, people. No. Well, I mean, please do. Follow me on Rumble. I am over on Rumble, so look me up. No, I don't have the Rumble link down below because YouTube has a problem with that, but look me up.
That's kind of
Last
weird.
call on Rumble. Absolutely.
YouTube doesn't like Rumble. Huh.
I don't lie. I just tell truths that aren't so true.
No,
Shit. I just drank an entire bottle of Jack Daniels for no, you did
Your
not.
truth is just creative.
I am blown away by how much you can drink, CK. You are just nuts. You really are.
Did he just dump you another bottle of vodka?
He said he did.
Oh, my goodness.
Not sure about NCIS, but was just at the Bondi rescue shoot. Was recognized for my interview with Halle Berry. Yeah, absolutely. And, that's one of the cool things about Dr. Marissa's channel is, like I said, she goes live in the mornings for most of us here in the U.S. You show she's doing her thing on the radio, but she's simulcasting on YouTube. You can shoot off questions to her guests, and her guests are just go to her channel and check out her webpage. She's got a list of all the people she's interviewed. She's had most of the living cast from Happy Days and
Wow.
a lot of celebs that aren't with us anymore, like Marianne from Gilligan's Island. Definitely, you should, and that gives you an opportunity to maybe throw in a question in the chat to some of these people you might have questions for. You say liar like it's a bad thing. Well, you are out there in California where the primary job description is pretending. So I mean, let's be fair, But good. Thank you, Disney Sheepherder and Disney Sheepherder. Please, when you get an opportunity, go back and listen from the beginning, because I was shouting you out earlier in the stream, thanking you for all of your support in 2023, and saying that we are going to get you back on this woman's channel for Thursday Things, for a follow-up to your 2023 appearance. Super appreciate
and if you put it in the chat, I missed it. So how is January 18th for you, Disney Sheepherder? Let me know now in the chat. I'll be staring at it until I see your
These
answer.
guys have just hijacked my channel. Guys, you're supposed to be doing this by direct message, but whatever. Netter doesn't check her direct messages, so maybe it's better that you do it in the chat.
No, I don't check MeWe.
That's a problem, because a lot of us do our communication through MeWe. There you go.
Twitter and email.
I will say this. Shaking a bottle of vodka from Kroger isn't as hard. Kroger, is it like some off-brand type of vodka? Dude, I have come to the distinct conclusion that if you are going to drink the good stuff. It's not worth it. Look, Netter, didn't I do that? What was it? I did.
It was like Bob's.
Stolies and like.
It was Bob's.
Bob's something off-brand American vodka.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I did a blind taste test. Netter set me up, and I tasted them both. And I was like...
The Bob's one tasted vanilla-y.
Yeah, it tasted kind of off and weird. And the Stoli was, oh, this is good. This is good vodka. And Netter said, yeah, that's the Stoli. And I'm like, so I spent an extra $3 a bottle. What the hell? If you're going to drink. Otherwise, just fucking apple juice, man.
What?
Yeah, his thing is, if you're going to have a drink, it should be a good one.
Yes, I got an email from, because I'm on the email list, keeping up with Dr. Marissa Pay. She has a 21-day fast from complaining, which I have not started. I haven't gotten to that.
New Year's resolution, man.
It might be a New Year's resolution. I might start that, after the first of the year, because I have some complaints about 2023.
Mine was that I was sick for 3 months.
I get what you're saying, CK, but listen to what I'm saying, though, okay? If you're going to bother doing it at all, get the good stuff, or don't do it at all. That's what I'm saying. Enjoy it, or don't do it at all.
Continuing Chronicle said, I'm poor, Troy. It's called crippling poverty.
Sweetie, I've got it up on the screen. I'm talking to him about it. Literally, and this is the same, and going back to what I said to all you folks, looking at losing weight in the new year and so forth. Again, having lost more than 100 pounds, I think I know a thing or two about this. Every calorie you take in, think about it. Is it worth it? If you're going to eat the low calorie, low fat, whatever, and not enjoy it, don't bother at all. It's not worth the calories. You're better off with the full fat, full calories, but count those calories for the day and enjoy it, or don't do it at all.
See, the issue was my YouTube wasn't on live, so I didn't see the comment there.
I'm in StreamYard, that's why. So,
well, I can't comment on the chat if I'm in StreamYard. It doesn't come up proper, so I have to be in YouTube.
Side effects include better happiness and better sex. Guys, if you guys aren't subscribed to Dr. Marissa Pay to learn about more happiness and better sex, I don't know what to tell you. You will get more out of subscribing to Dr. Marissa Pay than a subscription to OnlyFans. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's not saying much. It's like, she's fantastic. OnlyFans is...
Oh, you think it through. Think it through. There's a reason I said what I said, okay? Dr. Marissa, I'm not necessarily saying that you come on next week and go, hey, I'm better than OnlyFans. Maybe not the best thing for your brand, but I'll say it. This isn't a monetized stream, so who cares? Nobody cares.
And I just realized that I was not...
Dr. Marissa, if you don't know what OnlyFans is, don't Google it.
Yeah.
Don't Google it. Or if you do it in incognito.
Yeah. I just went to her channel and to double check it, I was not subscribed, but I am now.
Oh my gosh. Age of Boomer, you are subscribed to Dr. Marissa Pay, right?
I believe so. Let me double check.
I think you just got
and then head over to Amazon for 8 Ways to Happiness. What's the subtitle? From Wherever You Are by Dr. Marissa Pay. Absolutely.
Oh, that's bad.
Because she's on my channel. She's absolutely free to say this. Absolutely. Do you want me to say come? Absolutely. Dr. Marissa. And see, so when you were on my channel, you got a little bit relaxed, and somebody, I don't remember who it was that was in my chat that follows you, was like freaked out by something you said. Oh my gosh, Dr. Marissa's saying that? And I'm like, and you said to me, if I come back Monday and I say something that gets me hit by the Federal Communication... FCC, thank you. $20,000 fine. It's your fault. I'm like, holy crap! No. I don't want to be a bad influence. Yeah.
And Dr. Marissa, you should know I'm Troy's wife.
Oh, she knows.
Oh,
she
does
knows.
she? Okay. Yeah,
Oh, she definitely knows because I talk about you all the time in the chat. And she knows we've been married for 31 years. And she talks about that on her channel. Yeah.
Yes, I'm literally sitting 4 feet in front of him, but I'm
she's right
just not on camera.
Yeah. But I guess because Dr. Marissa's here, I should absolutely point out, just to temper this, guys, I joke and I have fun and I, enjoy the shtick of last call and the drinks and so forth, but by all means, when I say tell me what you're sipping on in the chat, doesn't have to be alcohol. Alcohol is not for everyone, and if you're abstaining, abstain. That's good. That's, and if Netter ever felt that this was a problem, you'd never know it, and it would always be water or soda or something. You'd never know it.
Yeah, it's like I cut him off after a while. Like I said, he usually has one or two drinks.
I'm having trouble connecting to the
Yes, we know. You have no freaking clue what's going on, Alexa.
That's why I just
shut
unplugged
up. Sorry, guys. My AI I don't know what the hell she's doing.
She's possessed. Troy will have one or two drinks.
All the time, Netter. Yes. Yes. So,
And like I said, the rest of the time...
Dr. Marissa! Woo! That also tells me that I must have no filters on my chat, which is awesome. See, this is why PJ says come hang out in the chat. It's fun. It's, and you can relax and,
Who is Alexa's favorite Star Trek character?
Hold on a second. I have to open her up on my computer.
Probably Data, because he's an android.
Let's see if she can connect. Okay. Alexa, who is your favorite Star Trek character?
She doesn't know that.
Okay. Interesting.
Unfortunately, because the one that you'd be able to hear over my mic, the Echo Dot,
Yes.
isn't working.
I see.
Otherwise, I'd have some great...
Now, this is the weird thing. We have 4 Echo Dots in the house. One is down in our studio, office, family room, game room, whatever room you want to call this. We've got one in the bedroom, one in the kitchen, and one in my office. The one in the bedroom and the one in the kitchen are working just fine. The one in my office and the one down here keeps saying, unable to connect.
So, I don't recall if I specifically said, but I was going through my list of all the big YouTubers that I wanted to hold up and thank for the past year, 2023, and of course, Dr. Marissa Pay, who was just on a couple of weeks ago, definitely one of the big ones. And then here she is in the chat. So I just wanted to say,
I'm totally gobsmacked that she's here. You know?
I know, right? I mean, it's like I said the same thing when Michael French from Retro Blasting and Tony Roberts from Analog Toys stopped by. In fact, it's funny to find out that Michael French will comment on some of my videos after the fact. He may not be here live, but he'll listen.
Well, you also have PJ with Orville Nation and Adega Outlaw.
PJ is, and I've said this, and Dr. Marissa knows this too. He's one of my biggest cheerleaders. He's awesome.
He is a fantastic cheerleader. I adore PJ.
Yes, so she has interviewed Nichelle Nichols on the red carpet, and if you go to her channel, I think you can see those. If you ever want to talk offline or something, Dr. Marissa, I'd love to share with you. Netter and I have met a lot of the celebrities from Star Trek, from a lot of the sci-fi you've probably never even heard of. Deep Space Nine. What was Babylon 5?
John Delancey grabbed my boob.
We actually have a picture of John Delancey grabbing her boob.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Don't, Dr. Marissa, let's not.
Yeah, this was many.
It's a fun little ha story. We don't want to cause any kind of drama.
We were having a picture taken. It was some event, like you got to have lunch with them and dinner with them.
Yeah.
And when they took her, and you got a picture with them. So when he went to take my picture, he put his arm around me and his hand was right on my boob.
Yep. And she has the
like,
picture, and I can see it, and I'm like, oh my. You know?
I don't think he was even aware of it.
No, I totally get that. You can kind of tell from the picture it looks bad, but at the same time, if you think it through, it's like he didn't even realize at the time, you know?
Yeah.
So let's not me too him.
Plus, I'm only 5'4", so I'm a shorty.
And Netter and I have both had great interactions with John Delancey, and
oh yeah, he's wonderful.
we were at the first Star Trek convention he was ever at, doing security. Escorting him around, and he showed up without letting security know that he was going to be at the convention, and suddenly he was surrounded by fans, and so security was like, guys, and we all surrounded him, and we're like, back up please, give him space.
We ended up having to kind of crab walk him to the elevator.
Yes, and he was like, what's going on? And we were like, Mr. Delancey, you don't realize how big a celebrity you are. And he's like, I guess not. And I'm like, you were big on Star Trek. And he's like, okay, I've learned.
So we got him to the elevator, got him back up to his room to safety, and told him, if you want to walk around the convention, let security know. We'll have at least 4 people around you to keep the fans from trying to abduct you, basically.
Dr. Marissa is very aware of something that Netter and I have talked about a number of times. There are a lot of celebrities, right? And when you meet them, if you're paying attention, you're not starstruck, you realize they're human beings. And they, number one, deserve the same respect as everyone you meet on the street. They have the same foibles and needs as everyone else. Be nice to the celebrities you meet. Okay?
Last comment.
When my wife was a little girl, she asked John Delancey how he got the job as Q, and he told her. Fucking Delancey, her and Gene Roddenberry.
She was 7.
I can almost guarantee, I don't know, because I don't know this story, I'll bet he'd had a little bit of this at the time.
No, that would have been James Doohan.
Well, let's be fair. A lot of them, yeah. Especially let's not talk ill of the dead. They're not here to represent themselves, but yeah. Alcohol has definitely been the instigator in a lot of interactions that people have had with celebrities. So
I'm just saying that he never met a Scotch he didn't like.
that is true. Yes, the character of Scotty that he played on Star Trek, he didn't have to do a lot of acting, let's just say. But I had dinner. Netter and I had dinner with John Delancey. Not John Delancey.
James Doohan.
James Doohan. It was a great time. He would have totally been Me Too'd by a friend of ours who just brushed it off and said he was drunk and it was funny, and even her husband didn't have a huge problem with it, but we were like, well, okay then. that was unexpected.
And what made it worse is she's not what you would call attractive. So it was kind of like,
not wrong.
How drunk were you?
Yeah, he was pretty lit. Well, let's face it, he was an older man, she was a younger woman.
Okay. In her defense, she did have a big rack.
She had a big everything. We're not using names here, so I feel okay saying this, but wow.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still blown away. She was 7.
I don't know, guys. You guys got to let me know. In 2024, I need a lot of feedback from you. First off, keep in mind that all of the comments that you leave down below after the stream is over, that's engagement, and that really, really helps the Al Gore rhythms.
Al Gore.
Al Gore, the inventor of the internet, right? Really helps the channel. So I would appreciate any comments that you want to leave, suggestions for future streams. What would you like me to talk about? What are you interested in? I know that we have taken up more than enough of Dr. Marissa's time. She's saying, hey, all, thank you all. Happiest of New Year to all of you. May you be 88% happy. Guys, pick up her book to understand why she's saying 88%, not 100%.
Because you can never be 100% happy.
Well,
or you're a
yes,
psycho.
but please go to Amazon, pick up her book. Yes, be nice to celebrities, but most important, be nice to yourself first.
Yes.
What is it that RuPaul always says? Something like
if you can't love yourself, how can you love others?
No, if you can't love yourself, how can you expect others to love you? Or
well,
something like
that's
that.
a good point. That's a good point.
Now I gotta see if I can find the exact same, because he says it really well.
Yeah. If you're saying RuPaul, you need to say she. Whatever his name is in real life, then you say he. That's how that works.
RuPaul is the female persona.
Okay. I thought you said he.
And drop dead freaking gorgeous. I wish I looked that good.
That's an example of someone that looks better as a girl than as a guy. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
No disrespect to him, but just
as a woman, he is gorgeous. Yeah. Or she.
Unlike Dame Edna, right?
Dame Edna was a shtick. Let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest.
If you don't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else?
That's true.
That's what he said. She says.
That's true. But
now sashay away.
Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, Dr. Marissa. It was a lot of fun. It's always fun hanging out with you. I will be looking for it when you get back from holiday. His name is Charles. I did not know that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I was struggling, so thank you for catching on to that. My blue wrenches, they got my back. They pay attention to what I'm saying, and they put me on the straight and narrow.
RuPaul's real name is RuPaul Andre Charles.
There you go. Yeah, if you're 100% happy, you're dead. You need
or
you
psychotic.
need the contract. Yeah. 88% is a good goal for happiness. How the fork? No. You can say, how the fuck are you? Do you expect other people to approve of you if you can't approve of yourself? I gotta be honest with you, Dr. Marissa. It wasn't until I married this woman right here that I really started to get my head right about myself. Because I started to see myself through her eyes. You know? I had a real struggle with that. So, another thing I could be thankful for. This reminds me of the time me and a friend dressed up as agents of MIB.
Men in Black.
Yep, Men in Black. And the voice actress from the anime film. We were her security. We have a lot of stories about because we have done convention security, and you get a very different view of the celebrities when you do security with them than when you're just in line getting their autograph. Talked about that a little bit on Deleted Scenes channel when we were talking about Twin Peaks because of all the Twin Peaks celebrities that we've met.
Did people ever go up and ask for a lock of hair from one of the actresses, or?
I never saw that myself. I'm sure it happens, but no, I don't know.
Just like
and
here's
what's interesting. You know? For those of you that follow the science, if you get a lock of hair from somebody, that does you no good. There is no DNA in hair. You would literally need their hair follicle in order for there to be any DNA. But I don't know. Do you work for a cloning bank that's going to do you any good? I don't think so. Probably
wait a minute, but in Superman 4, Lex Luthor cut the strand of Superman's hair that was hanging in the display, and he made.
There's a lot of problems with Superman 4. We can talk about.
Okay.
On the same token, though, there's some great fan edits. One of which combines Superman 3 and Superman 4 into a very good film, actually. But
there are issues.
Okay. We're at 10:50, and I'm probably going to run over because I'm feeling really smooth right now. But let's try to get back on track. 2024. All the people that are listed below, all those YouTube channels, all those big guys, hoping to try and get them back. Hang out with them. Do some videos that we've talked about in the past. I told all of them, want to get you back after the holidays. And the reason I say that is because I know how busy they're going to be during the holidays. The holidays are a rough time for all of us, right? It's easy for me and Netter because we're right here together, right?
We're pretty much inseparable.
This isn't a rude gesture, is it? But we're together all the time, so we can do a stream and still be doing family stuff, right?
I mean, this is to give an example of how inseparable we are. He had to run an errand today. There's absolutely no reason why I had to go with him, but I still got on my shoes, my coat, and I went with him. And I do that all the time because I want to be with him.
The fact is, she works upstairs, I work downstairs, just because we need our space to work. But we see each other all day. Every time I go upstairs to go to the bathroom or to make myself lunch or breakfast or whatever.
We hug! We get lots of
I
hugs.
stop in and give her a hug.
Hug's nice.
Absolutely.
Yep, we start off the day with a hug. He comes.
Honestly, it's better than when we work together in the same office because we're at home. No one can see us. We can do whatever we want together. Let your imagination go wherever you want to.
I only get a half-hour lunch.
I know. I know. You don't take that long, though, sweetie. Anyway. Wow. Just sharing way too much. But
I just realized what you just said. I thought you said you don't take that lunch. And then it's like...
don't take that long.
Shush.
Just saying.
Wow. WTMI much?
Yes. But yeah, it is pretty awesome to work.
You don't get any more of that. Put it away.
Yeah, no. Are we having fun yet? Yes, I am.
Wow.
Maybe sharing a little bit, but
like oversharing.
Guys, let me tell you something. 31 years of marriage. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Troy, you're killing me. That's what Jesse said.
La petite muerte? Sure, I'm killing you.
That's what Jesse said, not me.
But, okay. Turning our attention to 2024 in the last, 5 minutes. Gonna go over, guys. If you guys gotta drop out, I totally understand. Guys, I am gonna be working on this channel. PJ...
Connie Claire said this stream is the best stream to date.
Guys, just remember, this stream brought to you by alcohol. You like this stream? Make sure you buy me a drink. Link is at the top of the chat. Oh boy. Just saying. Let's see where my gin is at right now. So I'm at a half bottle of gin right now. So as far as martinis go, got a couple left there. I am completely out of Cokie Americano, though. And if Alexa was working, I would tell her to add Cokie Americano to my shopping list, but I
Evelyn
cannot do
said,
that.
Troy's broadcasting live from Planet Risa.
I don't need a Horgon, and I don't need Risa. I got my netter, and that's enough for me. But 2024. So everybody that I've talked about in the stream here tonight, I'm looking forward to hanging out with in 2024. I've got a bunch of streams that I'm too blotto to remember right now, but we will definitely remember in the new year. Age of Boomer will help me out with that.
Yes.
We got that James Bond stream we want to set up with Michael French. We got Tom Connors for Dark Side of the Moon.
I thought the Wall movie.
Yes, you're right. The Wall.
We did Dark Side of the Moon. We're going to do the Wall movie. We also Glenn Glary, Glenn Ross revisit at some point. You've been teasing that for a while, right?
You got to remind me when I'm sober, man.
I'll do it, man. Absolutely. I'll do it.
Because I've got it on friggin' DVD. I could do it any week. I really could. So, that's a Mammoth story, right?
He's a good playwright. I'm familiar with his other plays too. Yeah.
Not only Glenn Glary, Glenn Ross. Put it on our schedule, Age of Boomer. We also got to do American Buffalo. American Buffalo's good too.
Which one? Is that's a Mammoth? What is that about the brothers?
I'm too drunk to remember,
okay.
But I did see that live here in Chicago, and I'm trying to remember who was in that. I saw that with my imaginary friend Otto.
Oh.
Netter doesn't believe exists.
Okay.
A high school buddy of mine that flaked on us a bunch of times, so Netter refuses to believe existed.
He exists. I got
He's
you.
good people.
I actually did finally meet him.
She
once.
did finally meet him, and I hooked him up with copies of Doctor Who that it didn't exist on DVD until I created them, so, he was very appreciative of that.
Good old Doctor Who.
Yeah, I remember when that was a good show, and it existed.
Well, I'm starting to wonder. Maybe it's not.
It
Doctor
ended
Who.
with Matt Smith. Smith.
I'm just
The
starting to
Doctor
wonder.
died at Trenzalore.
Okay.
That's my headcanon. We're done.
I think my head canon might be we're still in Sylvester McCoy era. Just because I don't know. It's not good.
Netter and I just recently revisited the Sylvester McCoy era because both of us kind of dropped out of Doctor Who after the Colin Baker era.
Really?
I dropped out as Colin Baker was coming in because
Yeah.
I found him so offensive after like the second episode.
Okay.
I'm like, nope.
He gets better over time. His character
Oh, yeah, we
mellows
finally
out
did
a
more.
lot.
No. We met Colin Baker at Chicago.
Oh, the
TARDIS.
person. Okay, well that's a different
Yes.
story.
And he kind of restored our faith in his era. He was great with the fans.
Well, that's good.
And one of the things he said was exactly what Netter needed to hear. He said, I kind of got shafted by Doctor Who. He's like, they did something with Doctor Who that I had to do because I'm an actor, but it didn't work out real well. People hated me.
It was that first episode, wasn't it, where he chokes the companion?
Where he tries to choke his friggin' companion. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Yeah, I get it. And no, it wasn't just that. It wasn't just that. He was kind of an asshole to her for a long time. And
when you get the... You go
ahead.
When you got the Trial of a Time Lord, that miniseries, time had gone by when you see him and Perry. They're getting along better. It's more like a normal companion relationship.
But if you didn't get to that point, see what I mean? And Netter didn't get to that point.
Yeah.
I didn't get to that point either, but my friend Otto kind of said you should check out this Trial of a Time Lord thing. A lot of great lore there.
Yeah.
But it was not handled well. So I honestly did not see the Sylvester McCoy, and neither did Netter. We didn't see the Sylvester McCoy era when it first aired here in Chicago. So it was many years later that we got caught up on it. And you guys have seen I've got a video on my channel where I talk about how I've created, season DVDs, including those that did not exist previously.
Right.
The restorations, the loose cannon restorations. So we have literally been able to at least experience to the best of our abilities the entire length and breadth of all of Doctor Who, going back to the very first episode. And Netter and I just recently caught up on the Sylvester McCoy era and realized it was actually pretty good. We missed out, on its first run here.
We actually continued watching through Jodie Whittaker and Chill. They took away the entire history of the Doctor. That's like, fuck this, we're out.
Yeah.
They played fast and loose with the canon.
The Timeless Child. The Timeless Child was the nope out for most of us.
Yeah.
But
like, nope, I'm out.
Retroactively, because of that, my mind's canon says, you know what? He died at Trenzalore. That's as many as he got, and that's where it ends. Even though there were some really great Peter Capaldi episodes, there were also some shit Capaldi era. So
There were.
Some of them are just weird.
I like the one with the sand monster when that machine that people would go into to avoid sleeping. Remember that? And it created that thing. I don't know if you remember that episode at all. Capaldi.
Which doctor? Oh, it was Capaldi.
I like that episode because it ended with the monster coming out after they left the station with their surviving members, and I got the impression that the doctor just decided, I can't really fix this, but he saved what was left of the crew and got out of there.
There are some.
Machine is still there.
Yeah.
There are some individual episodes of the Capaldi era that were some of the best Doctor Who episodes ever.
Yeah.
But from a narrative standpoint, I'm fine with the Doctor dying at Trenzalore, and we're done with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like how they handled what was her name? The Impossible Girl.
Clara. Right.
Clara, right.
Oswald,
I didn't like how they handled her. They didn't handle her like they handled previous companions.
Yeah, she was supposed to die, but then, quote unquote, me saved her. Another supposed time.
Don't get me wrong, that was actually a great story too, but as a Doctor Who episode, it's like, oh, what the fuck you doing? You know? But, guys, we got to focus. 2024. What are we looking forward to? One of the things I'm looking forward to is working with PJ. I've got some plans for the channel. I don't want to say specifically what they are, but PJ's given me some advice. You guys won't care, really. You won't even notice it, but it's just algorithm-related stuff that PJ has given me advice on to hopefully grow the channel. Here's hoping. But, yeah, let's hope that 2024 is the year that I get monetized. Because if I get monetized...
Super chats!
Super chats, yes. But... some things probably have to change. I probably got to clean up my language a little bit.
What?
Maybe I got to change this a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. I'll play it by ear.
You mean have one instead of the 3 you had today?
I've had more than 3.
You can't threaten guests with your machete like you have in the past. I'm just saying.
I don't know. I actually don't know. This has
Okay.
been... who knows how many this
Honey, you were supposed to lie to me and tell me, yes, that's only 3, because I only saw you drink 3.
Well, I only filled it 3 times, but I don't know how much alcohol's in this, and if this counts as a double. Could have been 6 for all I know. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't, to be honest with you. Look, guys, this has been a crappy couple weeks at work. Today was particularly bad. I kind of blew up at one of my coworkers. I have been stressed like you wouldn't believe. It's kind of why I'm, you know. But I met Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy, both nice people. Yes, they are, Connie. We met both of them at Chicago TARDIS. I don't remember what year. It was Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy.
Peter Capaldi.
No.
Yeah, because you were excited to meet him.
No. It was Paul McGann.
Oh, Paul McGann, right.
Paul McGann.
And Freema.
Freema Agyeman. There was a lot of past companions there. I honestly
She was lovely.
She really was. They were all so good with the fans, but let me tell you something. Paul McGann, at the time that we met him, he hadn't done his Night of the Doctor yet. Paul McGann had only ever done the Doctor Who Fox
movie.
film.
Yeah.
Holy crap, thank you. Okay, so. Netter with Freema Agyeman. Another. Oh, God. They're both gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Front of the TARDIS.
Holy crap. Let me bring that close. Yeah, it's still fun. Oh, you know what? I can do this. I can put myself on. There we go. There we go.
She ended up on the British version of Law and Order after Doctor Who, right?
Yeah. And if you're really into Freeman, BBC is a little bit more relaxed about nudity than the U.S. is.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you need to hold them so close, honey, because you're getting glare.
So here's an example of me about 100 pounds heavier. But there we got Paul McGann.
Whoa.
We got
Peter Davidson.
Peter Davison.
And Colin Baker.
Yeah, Peter Davidson's my favorite.
Holy crap! I'm half the man I used to be. Damn!
He's nowhere near that size anymore.
Holy shit, man!
See.
Peter Davidson's my favorite Doctor.
Paul McGann. This was a great picture. I held this up to him. I'm like, dude, did you like pose for this? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I did this. This was completely separate from the film. He said, I think they used this for one of the audio dramas. And I'm like, damn, that's cool. He's like, isn't it? Oh, gosh. So here is, like, everybody who was on staff that day.
And all the actors.
And all the actors. Here's Netter and I again with all the doctors that were there that day. Who do we got here?
I forget which companion that is.
I'm forgetting. That is... Oh, shoot. I can't see because it's not bright enough.
Here, do you need of this?
No, it's not that it's small. It's that it's dark on dark and there's not enough light. So...
Well, let me see if I can figure it out.
This is...
Oh, it was his companion. I just don't remember her name.
Colin Baker and... I want to say Perry,
Well, stop
but
moving
I'm
the
not...
paper around. I'm trying to read it. Looks like Paula something.
Oh, not Tegan. The other one who was with her, Nissa.
It could be
Maybe.
Nissa.
Yes.
I don't know. Keep an eye on my community tab. When I sober up, I'll take a look.
The one whose father was basically absorbed into the master.
It might help you to take the comment down so you can see it better.
And here are yeah. Sorry. And here are all the comments. Or here are all the companions. Jeez, I can't even talk. So
And all the auto
I know that that's Perry. That's I want to say Tegan.
Maybe.
I know for sure that's Netter.
Yes.
This bloke, I'm forgetting his name, but he played a Sultaran. He played a bunch of different roles, actually. But who is that Sultaran from the later episodes? He was in a bunch of things.
The one with the green lady?
Yeah, I forget.
I loved him.
Of things. Did I say this is Perry? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I know those of you that can read this, you guys can pause and read this because they use silver, so it shows up really great. This is Netter's. I'm just too blotto to read this, guys. I really am.
Fine.
But
any more?
Yeah. So there you go. That's a bunch of. That was one time we went to Chicago TARDIS, and yes, I don't remember who the actor is, but he played Strax. That's who I was trying to say.
That's what I'm thinking of. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I remembered that last episode with Leela on the Tom Baker era. That was an interesting because it started out like a typical episode where I think he went home to Gallifrey to stop an alien invasion of Gallifrey. Then you get to episode 4 and it looks like it's about to end like it normally would. And then suddenly there's a Centauran waiting there and it has him at gunpoint. And then you have 2 more episodes where it turns out this other alien race was working with the Centaurans, and now they're the main bad guys.
How much fun would it be if I started with Netter? Netter and I will have to talk offline, but maybe we start a weekly Doctor Who rewatch. I don't know, like Saturday morning or some shit like that. That might be
too early. I like to sleep in. It's my day off.
Well, that's why I say we'll talk offline. We'll figure out a time, but it could be a lot of fun. That could be something that we do.
Yeah, it's like every morning I'm up at 7 for work. He gets to sleep until 7:30 when I wake him up. Because he has to start work
I get
till
an
8.
extra half hour because
I start work
awesome.
at 7:30. He starts work at 8.
Which doctor would you start with, though?
Oh, we'd start from the beginning. We'd start with an unearthly child.
And what's funny is some of the episodes are like kind of cartoony, and then other ones have like pictures just kind of there.
Yes.
I think most people realize this, but yeah, there's a lot of lost episodes of Doctor Who, even though all of the audio exists, and I'll talk about that, later in the year.
The BBC's been reconstructing them, though. It's interesting to see what they've done.
Yes, they have. So they either reconstruct them from the audio with animation, or they use. There is a fan group called Loose Cannon, who has made like the equivalent of slideshows using telesnaps, where they play the audio, but they show photographs that were taken during the filming. So using those two methods, Netter and I have DVDs of literally everything, going back to the first episode.
Up to Chicky Boo.
Up to the end of Peter Capaldi. We didn't
bother getting Chicky Boo.
I tried. I downloaded and watched. As soon as we got to Unearthly Child, I said, I'm not buying these discs. I don't want
Timeless Child.
Timeless Child.
What did I say?
Unearthly.
Yeah.
You got the name.
Yes, Unearthly Child is the original.
Yeah, Timeless Child, as soon as that episode erased the entire history of Doctor Who, I'm like, fuck this, I'm out. And I refuse to watch anything else.
What's that song? Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I don't know that song, and I'm surprised you do.
It's only because Tom Connors used to play it on his channel as a meme. But, yeah.
I thought you did the koalas in the rain, no fucks given.
I do have a Zay Frank lined up for you to watch probably tomorrow now because I'm not sober enough.
If y'all want to watch hilarious videos, there is a YouTuber called Zay Frank. Zefrank. So like ZE.
I have no connection to Zay Frank, but I will share the link because it's an awesome channel.
And he will talk about animals, different animals, all kinds of different animals. But they are funny as all get out. Yeah, true
Crows
facts.
that hunt with sticks.
What? I don't believe you.
They are
Check out his most recent video. I will drop. CK says I love Zay Frank.
The true facts about koalas. I mean, he's got true facts about a lot of different creatures, like sea creatures and like lizards and pandas and anteaters and all kinds of things. And they are so freaking funny. Excuse me.
You got a shiny honey.
What?
No, you got to check out the channel.
That's the spider one.
Look, I gain nothing by sharing his channel with you other than I enjoy it and I think you will too, and you will thank me later. He doesn't know who the fuck I am, but I do it for you because you will enjoy it.
And if you want the koala song, watch True Facts
Koalas
about the koala.
in the way. No fucks given. Koala. Yes. No joke. No play. This, yes. It has been a stream. I earned this after this past week. He's friends with Dwight from The Office, and they have an awesome video about bullies that I show my kids every now and then about how you should give two shits
what others
say. I will take your word for that. I had no idea.
If you've got a link for that Continuing Chronicles,
if you have a link, drop it.
Can.
If you have a link, drop it. That would be awesome. But But I'm surprised he doesn't have in his playlists anywhere something about... So he's got his True Facts videos.
Oh, yeah, and then he's got ones about, like, cats in therapy and dogs in therapy.
Sad Cats, Sad
so
Dogs is the
funny.
playlist, yeah. I thought he would have one of the different songs he's done. He's got some great songs. But,
so, like, for the cat in therapy, it would be something like, well, you know, I'll rub up against my human's legs and, you know, I'm not really trying to trip them, but if it happens, you know.
The funniest is when they have a cat and a dog in the same family, and they're both in therapy and they're talking about each other. It's hysterical, but yeah. So okay, I need to start winding down because otherwise I'm gonna be good for nothing tomorrow. So we
No
are
comment.
Oops. Anyway, so what am I looking forward to in 2024? I'm looking forward to a couple of movies. I'm looking forward to the Dune sequel, the second half of Dune. I am looking forward to Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. And as far as movies go, that's all I know about.
Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
They're doing another Planet of the Apes?
There's another one. I mean, Disney is technically the distributor, though.
See, there's the issue. I'm reticent about that. Disney's involved?
Yeah, not interested.
I got my fingers crossed, but...
Okay, Continuing Chronicles dropped the link, so...
Thank you,
CC.
CK. Thank you so much.
CK.
Well, it's his actual initials are CK.
That's true.
But thank you for dropping that because I'm not in a condition to do that. But
I have it open and I put it in the private chat.
So those are the movies that I'm looking forward to in 2024 that I know of. Other than that, there's a lot of rumors about movies that are coming out in 2024 and D- shows that are coming out and movies and so forth. We'll see if they happen. We don't even know if they're going to fucking happen. They're still pushing that Ray thing. There's still talk about the Acolyte. We'll see if that actually even fucking happens, right? I don't know. And, Netta, you shared something in the private chat and it's a broken link, so something.
Don't worry about it. It's the link that CK shared.
Oh, good. Thank you, CK. That's why I got all the blue wrenches. I'm super counting on you.
I don't know.
Troy, I'm looking forward to a new season of my favorite anime and Godzilla X Kong. Okay, good. Now that you mention it, there's also a new season. I think it's the last season of Cobra Kai that we're also.
Yes, that'll be the big one.
Oh, it's not over yet.
No,
we kind of left on a cliffhanger. So we
Reese is out, right?
I'll tell you, the writers on that are really good.
They were playing the Sinatra song at the end. I did it my way. Wasn't that what they were playing?
I did it my way.
So you know,
what is a man? What has he got? I'm not in tune. Because I'm full of booze.
You didn't even rhyme.
I know. Looking forward to a new season of... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, I already brought that up.
I'm looking forward to my annual review because I know I'm getting a raise because my bosses know I kick butt at work.
I'm looking forward to everyone fucking getting back from fucking holiday so I don't have to keep covering for those bastards.
Well, my boss was off... I suppose she's not really my boss anymore because since the reduction in force, she was my manager, but then she kind of got moved under somebody else. So she's not really my manager now. She's now kind of like a team lead. So she's my team lead. And then above her is my old manager that I started off with when I first started with the company, who decided she didn't know enough about what I did, so she gave me to this person who is now under her. And she became a manager, and now she's not a manager anymore.
Before I get into, last call stuff, Agent Boomer, are there any movies you're looking forward to that I didn't think of?
Next year?
That you're aware of? You already mentioned the Planet of the Apes thing.
I know Steven Spielberg was supposed to be doing a version of Bullet, like bringing that back to the big screen. I don't know if that's happening next year or not, but I know it's in the works. So that might be one. If it's coming out next year, I might want to see. But yeah, I don't know though. It's like, what is next summer? It's kind of a. This is the year Hollywood really needs to get its act together because they lost a lot of time because of this strike. I mean, I guess you have the Dune sequel coming out.
I'm looking forward to that. I have been looking forward to that since I left the theater from Dune 1. Absolutely. And I don't know if we'll get to it on Geeky Geezers, but they've already greenlit Dune 3. They haven't said whether that's Dune Messiah or what they're doing with it, but we'll see. But I saw where Lionsgate brought the Hasbro stuff, so we'll see if they can manage to make something good. I have some notes about Hasbro. We need to talk about Hasbro. That's wow. So there's that. One thing that I'm going to throw out there, because I need y'all to hold me accountable, I need to start putting out more content besides just the Friday live stream. Yes, I have no fucking time. I'm busy with work and life and everything else. But if I'm going to do anything with this channel, I need to start putting out standalone videos besides the Friday live stream. And that's because my mentor, PJ from Marvel Nation, said so. And I told him that I would take anything he told me to do as holy writ and, have faith that God would bless it, because, I'm assuming it's coming from him if it's coming from PJ. So that is the plan. I have a bunch of videos kind of, in my head that I want to get made, but here's hoping we start seeing more videos from this channel besides just the Friday live stream on the Last Call channel.
Yep, I'm also hoping to get more videos posted on my channel. I've got a bunch to edit. I got one that's at least 5 years old from when I had braces. That's how bad I've been about editing.
But the thing is that PJ has been instructing me on the algorithm, and he's been pointing to other YouTubers that have been doing what he says and just growing by leaps and bounds. So it's like, damn it, if I don't do what he says, it's my own fault for my channel not prospering. So, that being said, until I hit that magical 1,000 mark and, have all the options that come with that, if you want to support the channel, and, I say if you want to buy me a drink, you don't have to think about it that way. Links in the description to Netter's PayPal. If you want to give a contribution to the channel, it would be super appreciated. And you can tell me it's for a handle of Kraken, or to replace your Bombay Sapphire, or I just want to support your channel. Yeah, whatever it is for you. But if you do it, let me know if there's a song you'd like to hear me sing, and I will dedicate a song to you at the beginning of the next stream, because, I'll sing for my supper, no doubt about it. But, yeah. And, yeah. It's nice of you, Troy, but you don't have to kill yourself doing it, dude. No, I I'm enjoying this. I wouldn't do this if I didn't enjoy this. And if I could get to 1,000 subscribers, get monetized, get the AdSense and all that kind of stuff,
He's only 300, less
super
than 300
chats
shy.
and whatever. If I could turn this into something, I could justify leaving the 9 to 5 that I'm doing and focus on YouTube. That is the goal. So anything you guys can do to help me out, share out the streams, suggest to your friends, hey, subscribe to this channel, whatever. Would definitely do it.
Well, you're doing a lot of guesting too,
I am. And I'll tell you what, every time I guest on a channel, and I do it because I feel so flattered that someone would want me on their channel, but the side benefit is I get a bunch of people subscribing to me because of it. It's
side quest.
Yeah, it's a side quest, yes. So there's definitely that. So all of those YouTubers that I mentioned in my thank you segment, hoping to get them back. So you kind of know what the future plans are. I know that not all of you enjoy the rewatches on my channel, but occasionally I'm going to do rewatches just because I enjoy them. I want to do them. I want to share something with you. I hope you'll stick with me, for those. But by and large, Netter and Big Al, they're really the ones to go to for the rewatches. Deleted Scenes and Jedi Bill also for some different ones. We get those rewatch streams get a lot of downvotes, which is fine with us. There's still engagement, but they're like, "Oh, this is a scam. We were coming here to watch the video. You should have come and watched it live. We shared it on Cosme. If you subscribe, you can watch live. But if you thought we were going to be streaming it on YouTube, you don't understand how YouTube works, dude." And that's how I respond to those on my videos. But so I want to get back to something that I had been saying from the beginning of my channel that I don't bring up enough. You guys in the chat, you have the absolute ability, more than the concept of democracy. If you leave comments in after the stream has ended or something in the chat and make suggestions and say, hey, we'd like more of this, or we suggest you do that, I'll fucking do it. I will do what you ask me to, because I want this to be a collaborative thing. And you could very much make Last Call your own. Tell me, what subject would you like me to do? What guest would you like me to try to get on here?
Doomcock.
What topic? Doomcock's a big ask, but yes, that one is on my radar. I'll work on that. Don't think I won't. But what movie would you like me to review? What topic would you like me to talk about? Tell me in the comments. Yes, you can tell me in the chat, but unless Netter and Agent Boomer, make a note of it, I'm gonna fucking forget, because alcohol. Otherwise, come back tomorrow and leave a chat, or not a chat, a comment. Yes.
A comment on the stream.
And I'll go, oh, that's a great idea. Write that down in my little notebook. my little notebook that I got from Ryan Roger Athay, because he's a smart guy. So that's Boomer. This is where you got to be my designated driver.
Designated driver.
Fucking yes, I'm gonna slur my words a little bit because I'm fucking drunk.
Okay.
Everybody, if you are the praying type, pray for Netter, because she's got to fucking deal with me after the stream ends.
I'll just let you sleep on the floor.
She would let me sleep on the floor. It's never happened, but it could happen. It could happen if I'm that drunk. AG Boomer, help me out. Have I missed anything? What are we looking forward to in the new year? Anything I haven't covered? That
no,
you know
I mean
of?
2024, in my opinion, is this big mystery, and I don't know where it is because we're coming. There's going to be an
Continual
election.
Chronicles wants me to get Uncle Ethan on. That's about as big a ask as Doomcock. And at least I have an in with Doomcock through PJ. I got no in with Ethan Van Sciver. So if any of y'all are followers of Ethan Van Sciver, that are members, that can put in a good word for me, who knows? Who knows?
We've got some great guests this year. Tom Connors, Tom Konkle was on.
Yeah.
Of course, the Good Doctor was here too. I mean, this is... I'm trying to think.
call him Uncle Ethan because a previous YouTuber that I used to follow called him Uncle Ethan.
I see.
Yeah, Ethan Van Sciver. You can do it. You can do it.
I guess the other one would be your boy Zach. That'd be the other one you could have.
I'll have to follow. I don't even follow your boy Zach, so I should.
He's the one that started the whole thing, the Comicsgate thing. It started with him. That was yeah. Yeah,
you know, when it comes to Comicsgate, I think you're more keyed into that than I am, but
a little more maybe, but yeah.
And you know what? That's actually a good recommendation. I need to do a video about Alpha Core and the Rippaverse.
Rippaverse,
there were two comics that came out this year. One was Alpha Core 1. The other was what is his main title? What is the name of the main character? I'm drawing a blank.
In what?
In the Rippaverse.
Isom.
Isom 2 and Alpha Core 1 both came out this year. Both of which I got. Both of which I haven't read yet. I actually want to reread Isom 1. Here's the thing about the Rippaverse. Every year he does one issue, but it's like a what are the big ones called? The annual reprint or whatever, the collection, the 12 issue, I don't know what you call it, but when you buy
annual?
Yeah, I don't know if they call it an annual. If you get Isom 1, it's like 1 year's worth of comics in one graphic novel. So Isom 2 is like a whole year of comics. And same thing with Alpha Core. So, guys, it's really, really worth it. And it's price competitive. Good writing, good story. Definitely worth checking out. I should probably do a video about it. I did a video about Isom 1 beginning of last year. Maybe it was the year before. Yes, trade paperback is how you should think of it. Every year he does a trade paperback instead of, 12 individual issues, and that's the way to look at it. But dude, Mint Salad she is on with the what is it, the femme, Toxic Femme. She's with the girls. there is no way I'm getting any of those girls on here. You know, the best you're gonna do is this beautiful lady sitting across from me.
It never hurts to ask.
You know what? I'll talk to Tom. Tom will set me up, but that's shooting for the moon. And I love how you guys think. You guys are thinking great. You guys are thinking big. You know, absolutely. But, you know, she calls herself Autistic Boobs. I wonder if she's really autistic, because we'd be good friends, I think. We'd be good friends. We really would. Oh gosh, if you have an in, let her know. Let her know that, what is it? So call it Autistic Boobs and Drunken Italian. I don't know. That could be a good stream. That could be a good stream. We'll see. But, absolutely. But, that's you guys shooting for the moon. I super appreciate it. But my goal is to just get back some of the YouTubers that I've had on before. That you'll notice if you go back to those streams with Michael French and Tony Roberts and Tom Konkle, Tom Connors, Culture Casino. I made sure, I said, hey guys, would you be willing to come back next year for this stream or that stream? I've already got them committed, so it should happen. It should happen. These are good guys that are true to their word, so those are the kinds of things I definitely could, I trust them. I really do. But some of your suggestions, Yellow Flash? Oh, fuck, man. That would be a huge get, but who knows? Who knows?
Well, there are other YouTubers out there I think are up-and-comers, too. We should look into them, like ones that are probably going to hit. You know what I'm saying? But,
yeah.
I don't know.
Look, CK, I'm sorry. This ain't going to happen. This ain't going to happen this year, and neither is this. If you want to reach out to them and try to rebuild bridges between us, feel free, but I think those bridges have been burned. That ain't happening. Those are the two that you and Big Al are in a position to build those bridges. I don't see it happening. They don't want to have anything to do with AJ Boomer and myself. We can talk offline about that. I will not besmirch other YouTubers, but well, let me tell you. So yeah, I've got high hopes for 2024. At least as far as the channel goes. As far as the world goes, this may be the fucking apocalypse year. I don't know.
Well, hopefully not.
Let's hope not, but AJ Boomer, what are you looking forward to in 2024?
What am I looking forward to
on your channel?
Well, for starters, hopefully having time to maintain it better. I definitely want to get everything back up on Rumble and start putting those up on Rumble weekly again. And just hopefully maintaining it. Like I said, I am a student now, so I'm also doing that in addition to working, just in the channel. So it's a lot of juggling, but house is pretty much getting back together, though. I built a headboard today for a bed, so so
wow.
Yes.
How is the house and the family doing since I don't think we haven't gotten an update since the hurricane for a long time.
No, much better. Like I said, the house is fixed. And life's getting back to normal. Well, more normal than it was, at least. I'll say that. Okay, so we're doing much better than we were a year ago. I'll say that. Okay.
Good. Let's hope you don't have any big hurricanes.
No, let's not.
Get yourself.
Hopefully, this is Florida is left alone for a while. We'll see.
And here's another thing from 2023. I think you got your wish. Your governor ain't going anywhere. That's for damn sure.
Well, not that we want to get into politics, but I felt, he shouldn't have listened to certain people, and he should have waited.
He's got all the wrong people around him.
I know.
He has become a statist. And
I know.
Whether he realizes it or not, I don't know. But he's been listening to all the wrong people,
Yep.
and he is destroyed. Look, just throwing in his flag into the arena for the 2024 presidential election, he fucked his career.
Your time was after you served your second term. Then you got, as soon as your second term was over, you then announced you're running. That's what he should have done. Instead, he jumped the gun. He's now going to lose. He'll probably even lose, even if Donald wasn't running. He'd probably lose to Haley at this point. And then where are we? You know, I mean, it's.
I'll tell you what. Look, guys. Look, I'm just drunk enough, and we were at the end of the stream to get political. As far as the GOP goes, their only option is Trump. I don't care what you think of Trump. He is the GOP's only option. Vivek says all the right things, but he's got no history. He will not beat Biden. He will not. It's Trump or bust. So get your shit together. Get over your TDS. You know, if you're on the right. If you're on the left, I don't know what to tell you. We'll just keep getting more of what Biden's been giving us. If you like that, good on you. But look forward to more socialism. That's the only thing.
Just hoping we don't have another summer of love. That's all I'm saying. It is an election.
We definitely
year.
have a two-tiered legal system ever since the summer of love. So
I know.
Let's just be honest about that. But yeah, and the reason I bring up the politics, 2024 is an election year. Do your due diligence. You know, don't just believe whatever fucktard bullshit you read on socialist media. Understand, when someone says something about a candidate, find out why they say that. You know, that whole thing about sourcing, see if there's anything there. When they say Trump is a racist, ask yourself, why do they say that? Look for some evidence of it. Because I'm telling you, I could provide you with a lot of evidence to the contrary.
One thing, too, in 2024, I'm going to be very curious. In fact, Deleted Scenes will be on my channel to talk about the Oscar noms in a couple of weeks. And
looking forward to that, because otherwise I would have no fucking clue.
Well, no, I'm really worried that things might get politically nasty at the Oscars, considering a certain war going on in the Middle East, and people on both sides of that issue will start screaming at each other at the Oscars. I don't know, and
I've had a lot of subscribers and followers, you know, DMing me and talking to me privately, saying they'd like to see me get more political. I've resisted it, but y'all know I've got my political opinions, so
yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
So we'll see what happens at the Oscars this year, though. But Hollywood needs to get its act together, because, frankly, I don't think people are as excited about movies these days as they used to be. I guess
I probably have
this year.
I probably have a couple videos coming up. Not video, probably live streams. Probably my last calls, where I'll be talking about some of my predictions, you know, what I see coming down the pike, and yeah. Real quick, Jesse Grijardo. I think someone is going to get hurt at Oscars again. Is anyone even watching those anymore? I mean, at this point, I think they're going to do shit just to get people talking about it. I don't know. It's sad. It really is sad. Nobody gives a shit anymore. Ricky Gervais was right. Mm-hmm. That was the end of Hollywood. Was Ricky Gervais going off on those fuckers? But yeah. So not only do I have great hopes for 2024, at least for this channel. And guys, this is a group effort. This isn't just my channel. This isn't just Netter and Age of Boomer. This is all of you all.
Deleted Scenes, we're doing the Twin Peaks stream with them.
True, but guys, if you want to see bigger and better things from Last Call, share out the streams. Tell your friends about the channel. Say, hey, you know what I watch on Friday nights? I'm not watching TV. I'm watching this Last Call channel. It's a lot of fun. This guy gets blotto on stream and says a bunch of bullshit. It's a lot of fun, and it's funny to laugh at him. So, I don't know. Whatever it is you like about my channel, share it with your friends. And get them all over here and subscribed, because maybe before the end of 2024, maybe this could be money generating for me. We'll see. But in the short term, let's look ahead to the week. What do we got coming up? So tomorrow night, we are over on Big Al's channel. Big Al is going to be streaming, if you watch live with us, we will be watching Operation Petticoat. Cary Grant and... Help me out, Deleted Scenes. I'm a little too drunk to remember who's in it besides Cary Grant.
Well, that's big enough. Cary Grant, right?
Cary Grant. Operation Petticoat, I will be streaming it on...
Cosme.
If I'm not streaming it on Cosme, Big Al will. Either way, you'll have an option to watch it along with us. But that's tomorrow night at 9 Central, 10 Eastern. Sunday's a big day, but I don't know what all's happening. I know that Deleted Scenes is doing a couple of streams that night, including a New Year's countdown for The Other Side of Midnight. So, Tony Curtis. Thank you very much, Evelyn and Deleted Scenes. You guys are looking out for me. You guys are awesome. Because you know that the drunk guy needs to be led to where he needs to go. So Sunday, Deleted Scenes. Just, guys, if you're not subscribed to Deleted Scenes, are you even a part of this whole community? Come on, guys. Help me out here. Subscribe to Deleted Scenes. Hit that notification bell. He's on with Jedi Bill for the Western cinema in the afternoon. Unscripted. And then late night after midnight. Right? And after midnight this week, he'll be doing a countdown to the new year for both the East Coast and the West Coast.
Oh.
Because he's awesome that way. And who knows? Maybe I'll get drunk again. But this time it'll be Asti Spumati. Something with a little bit of bubbles in it. Because that's the way Italians do. So that's Sunday.
New Year's, our thing is sparkling grape juice. There's no alcohol in it.
We will have sparkling grape juice. I'm just saying we might have some Asti Spumati. We'll see. Boomer... We're doing a Geeky Geezer something or other.
We're doing a special Sunday because I can't stay on for the usual 2 hours. I figure we'll go on for an hour at 9.
You got
usual
family.
Time. Got family stuff, but I figure I still need to. We'll do an hour and we'll do our winners and losers of 2023. How's that sound?
Yeah, actually, it's funny you bring that up because there was a couple topics I wanted to talk about tonight, but I was like, fuck it. We'll talk about it on Sunday.
Bring it up on Sunday. That sounds good.
Absolutely.
All right, and
so that's Sunday.
Tuesday will be in the news year, and we're going to have Sparkwood 21, the rewatch of the season premiere of season 2 of Twin Peaks.
Is it visible here? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Twin Peaks.
And I'm still listening to that book, The Diary of Laura Palmer, which is some messed up
Oh,
stuff
are you
in that
listening
book.
to the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm going to listen to the whole thing. I mean, unfortunately, I couldn't get it done in time for our book discussions, but at least
that's fine.
I'll have it done hopefully before the new season starts.
It's a little creepy, isn't it?
It looks like Bobby murdered somebody during
Yes, he did.
a theft
Yes,
of
he
some
did.
drug things. So
I'm
he's already
kind of
been
holding
involved
off
in
on
this.
talking too much about that
Okay.
until we get
All
into
right.
the Fire Walk with Me.
All right.
But
Messed up stuff, man.
because there is a lot of overlap between Laura Palmer's Secret Diary
Okay.
and Fire Walk with Me, but yeah, we'll talk more about that. And if you guys are wondering what we're talking about, get over to the Deleted Scenes channel. The last 2 streams were of Sparkwood and 21. We talked about the Secret Diary of Laura Palmer, which we talked about. My autographed copy from the author, Jennifer Lynch.
Yeah, he wouldn't ask her, so I went up to her and said, "Hey, Jen, would you mind signing this for me?"
I was
No, actually,
embarrassed. She did. Yeah, absolutely.
I was like, I said, "Would you mind signing this for my husband? He's too shy to ask you." And she's like, "Yeah, get here."
Read by Cheryl Lee, whom we also met, had a great time with, got her autograph a couple of times. But definitely come by Tuesday and we will we'll get you into the whole Twin Peaks thing. Absolutely. Thursday, help me out. What's happening this Thursday?
Thursday we are going to be having Thursday Things with my first guest of the year. The ever so popular, because he's everywhere, Deleted Scenes.
Yep. After Tuesday hanging out with them on Sparkwood and 21, we'll talk with him on.
In fact, he was my
Thursday
first
Things.
live guest when I started Thursday Things, so it just seems appropriate that he starts off the new year with us.
Getting a little jealous here. Deleted Scenes. Watch yourself. So that's Thursday. Next Friday, I haven't decided. My head's a little fuzzy, but I've got a lot of ideas. Got a lot of notes here. That I'll be taking a look at and figuring out what we'll do next week. Guys, I'm fired up about 2024 for this channel. And you're the ones that make it work. So, there's anything you don't like, let me know. If there's anything you want to see, let me know. That's my opinion. That's just my opinion, man. For next Friday. And then next, did I skip over Saturday?
I think you skipped over Saturday.
Did I skip over tomorrow? Because tomorrow is Operation Petticoat. What is next Saturday?
Next Saturday we will be watching The Cube.
Ooh, that's a weird one.
Have you seen it?
No, I do have a digital copy of it though.
It's a creepy ass movie.
If you haven't watched it, then come hang out with us next
If you
Saturday.
like
If I can,
suspense,
yeah, I'll do that.
and you like puzzles, and you like horror,
It is absolutely
like
horror.
creepiness.
It's very violent.
you will enjoy this film.
All right.
Now, I'm not big on violence, but some of their creativeness in trying to get around the things that could kill them is actually rather ingenious.
And let's face it, if you are a fan of Nicole DeBear, who played Esri Dax in Deep Space Nine, you should watch The Cube.
Okay.
Watch Cube. It's just come hang out with us and we'll explain what it is. That's
All right.
the
Well,
only
if
thing
I'm
I
able
can
to
say.
make it, I will. Definitely.
Dude,
So-
you have a digital copy. You can always watch in your spare time.
That's true. That's true.
Well, at the library, in front of the patrons, a violent movie with people screaming and yelling.
No, it's absolutely true.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool.
But I went to my local library recently, And I said to him, do you have any books about conspiracy theories? And the librarian looked at me and said, they're right behind you.
Ha, ha, ha.
I'll save that one. All right.
Yeah, you can use that one at work if you have to, but yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm gonna depend on the sober panel. Have I missed anything tonight?
I don't think so. We've gone on for about 3 hours, but it was the end of the year stream.
Guys, all of y'all that have stuck with me this long, real quick, let me say hi because I didn't see earlier. Index 6. Thank you so much for being here. But to all of you, it looks like 10 of you that are still with me, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this last stream of the year. Hit the like button if you did. Let your friends know, and you guys will keep me going. You guys will keep me going. That's the only reason I keep doing this, is because of y'all. Honestly, so super, super thanks. Let's go around the horn. Aged Boomer, last words?
Nothing. It's been great doing Last Call this year, and I want to do it again next year, and hopefully 2024 will probably be a transformative year. I just don't know in what way. So,
yeah,
good or bad.
No, we don't know. We don't know. 2024, it will be what it is, but we've got our plans. We'll see what actually happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Netter of Netters Network. Last words?
Well, I usually start off with, make sure you are subscribed to everyone in the panel. Also make sure that you are subscribed to everyone in the chat. And if you need to scroll back and see who was here, please do so.
Please.
And if you think that you are already subbed to someone, just double check, because YouTube sucks. And let's take away subs. I lost 2 subs. So it's like kind of upset about
Subscribe to her. Double check if you're subscribed.
Yeah.
I am, as I mentioned earlier, still looking for people for Thursday Things. If you go to my last Thursday Things, in the description below, I have my email address. You can just put Thursday Things in the subject line so I know you're a person and not giving me spam mail. Tell me what Thursday you prefer, and I would love to have you on. And if you're emailing me, of course, with your real name, put what your YouTube name is so I know who you are. Otherwise, it's going to be like, who's Joe Smith? But I would love to have you on. Like I said, my only requirements is that you have a YouTube channel that you are trying to grow with your own content. That's it. So if you want to be on Thursday Things, I already have the first 3 weeks taken up. But after that, any day, just let me know. Or any Thursday, rather, let me know. And with that said, we can talk amongst ourselves, and it's all well good and fun. But it is so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat. You're dropping your comments, questions, trivia, being goofy, whatever it may be. And it doesn't feel like we're separated by miles or continents in some cases. It feels like we're all hanging out in the same room, enjoying each other's company and having a great time. And you guys aren't just our friends. You are our family. We appreciate you so very much. And we love you. I mean, you guys can be anywhere right now, and you choose to be here. That's so encouraging. I mean, I can't begin to tell you how encouraging that is. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for spending this time with us. I hope you all have a very happy new year and a wonderful 2024, that everything goes your way, that you are totally blessed. Good night, everyone.
Take care, everyone. Super appreciate everything you did for me in the past year, and looking forward to 2024. Take care, y'all.
Good night, ladies.
Good night, sir.
Hit it, sweetheart.